Yo, let me know if y'all hear me, man. That like button. Yo, y'all hear me? Going on, everybody? Pleasure to be here once again on a Sunday night. Ready for a Weapon Wheel podcast, episode 222. We have a member that is, for lack of a better term, how do you say, being a little biatch? Because his team lost and now he doesn't want to be on the podcast. This is what I'm hearing. So the Titans lost, and apparently Jack is so depressed he don't want to be on the podcast today. So what I say is, as a sports fan, how are you not ready and prepared for like disappointment every single year? Like bro, we all hope and wish and believe that our team is gonna make it to the Super Bowl every single year. Do we also acknowledge at the same time that there's still like a 90% chance that it's not gonna happen? Like, people like, yo, the Super Bowl is different from every other sport. Getting there, the odds of you getting there are super low. That's why it's different from every other sport, because, you know, in the playoffs, it's just it's a one and done games. You lose once, it could all be over for you. That's what happens. You could go 15-1, 14-2 in the regular season. Then all of a sudden, another team has one good night and you're out of there. So disappointment should be something that you understand is probably gonna come. It's just part of it. It's just literally part of it, bro. And if you're a sports fan, you literally should know better. You know, out of 32 teams, the odds are going to be in one team's favor. One team, and that's how it is. Yeah, I mean, the World Cup is definitely worse in that sense. I mean, and I get that this is the first time his team has come close, this close, probably since what, McNair? I think since the late 90s, early 2000s with McNair, I think it was. But still, bro, like, Jay got, I think I'm gonna send you well, I shouldn't have to send you an invite. You're in the Weapon Wheel Discord, and I think you may be able to just join because you've been on before. But I'll check. But yeah, sports fan, man, you should know what comes with the territory. So I gotta talk Jack out of being a little wussy, man. Like, how many of our teams, like you know, like the Eagles, like, went into the playoff. Like, okay, I get you. We won the Super Bowl in the last 3 years, but like during the whole, you know how painful it was to, like, the Eagles, I think, have gotten to like the divisional rounds or the playoff rounds like almost every single year under McNabb and Andy Reid. They made it like almost every single year deep into the playoffs and lost. and never got there except one time. So those fans had to go through, like, you know, at that time, us fans had to go through a lot because we almost kept on getting there until the 1 year where we got there and we still lost. And then, you know, but we didn't dip out. We had to be there. But what up, y'all? How y'all doing? I don't know why people are, you know, there's nothing special about this year of delays. I mean, it's this year of delays is just like the delays last year and the year before that. All the same year of delays. No year of delays is like worse than any other to me. Just because every year has like the same really bad delays of major games. Happens to every single one, every single year. People act surprised about it. Whoa, Jack. Come through, dog. Don't do this, bruh. Come through. Bruh, Jack, you can say whatever you want, but come through, dog. Let your feelings out. Who the hell is Erland Hamburg anyway? Is he in here? Oh, he's in here. Jack, come through, bruh. Don't do this. Don't do this, bruh. Come through. Let your feelings out. It'll probably make you feel better too. You want to curse somebody out? I ain't gonna stop you. Plus, you can't skip out on the podcast when we playing one of your videos on stream. Come on, man. Can't do that. Feel like I'm talking this man off the ledge. He about to grab the gat and go. He about to grab the gat and pop the first dude that walked past his porch. Raisin Bran is trash, bro. Stop this. All right, the Discord overlay is not showing. What the hell? Hold on. Okay, that's why. Um, yeah, Jack, don't do this, bruh. They ain't even get blown out or nothing. I don't know anybody who actually likes Raisin Bran. I've never seen anybody below the age of 50 eat Raisin Bran. Only people I know eat Raisin Bran are children who are forced to by their parents and people who are old enough to get half off at the movies and get half off on like transportation. So, yeah. Nah, Fruity Pebbles is not definitely not S tier. Nah. A little bit too fruity, a little bit too sugary. It's I forgot where I put it, but it's probably like B tier.
Yo, this thing is so. How does it do that?
What's up, Jimmy?
What's up, bro? God damn them fucking Bandai bastards. They do this with every game they bring out.
What you talking about?
Dragon Ball Z.
What they doing?
1080p resolution lock on PC.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't buy that.
It's your fault for buying that trash.
I definitely didn't buy this, but I would be heated if I did. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Anybody buying this, they're crazy, but we'll talk about it.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
Oh, word. God is in here. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I gotta be up here and represent the PC community. You know,
Yeah. PC is winning right now, baby.
always since the '90s, dog. What you talking about?
Hey, pipe
PC
down.
Is,
Pipe down.
PC is extra up.
We don't know yet.
I'll take it. Don't be like that, T.
Though it's 99%.
Though we've been winning forever, man. Talking about.
Relax, waiting race. PC waiting race. I gotta relax.
You guys waiting for games that want PC?
What PC? Oh,
Ain't nobody waiting for no PC games.
Exactly.
Don't bother me now.
Ain't nobody checking for that.
Yo, low key though, this is disrespectful.
I mean, I didn't wait at all. Like I said,
Yeah,
hey,
but
let's be real. PUBG started off as it started off as some optimized mod that was really trash at first. So I can't say people was really waiting like that.
you know who was waiting? Xbox fans to desperately have something that wasn't on PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
They hyped that shit to the moon and back, and by the time they got it, Fortnite had already killed it.
Yeah, you're right. So Jackson actually coming, huh?
I don't know. He's being like, yo, how are you a sports fan and like not used to disappointment? It's like being a man and not like used to like being at least rejected by a woman by now in your grown life. Because not everybody get rejected, everybody get disappointed. Like, you should be waiting for the disappointment. We all hope for the Super Bowl every single year, but we know that disappointment probably coming.
Yeah, gotta be realistic. Yeah.
I don't know what's good with that boy.
Or smooth that.
Good question, sir.
I know he's been going off all week about Xbox Series X and PC shit. So
He's got a lot to say. I told y'all he's a Yu-Gi-Oh monster with field advantage right now, and he's getting an extra boost from all the Xbots around him.
Yeah.
Feeling real
They made
brave.
the controls so disgusting too. Oh my god.
Real brave. Oh shoot. We're gonna begin shortly, y'all. Just Give us a few more minutes.
Playing the bullshit.
Jack really gonna do this, huh?
He's not even online, is he?
He probably logged off after he was in the comment section at first, but
Wait, what happened? He got mad about something?
but the Titans lost.
Team lost, yeah.
Oh, okay. He hurt it.
Oh yeah, he's feeling it right in his little fat ass heart.
I
Oh
think he's still in
man,
the chat.
Jack, get in. You aching, baby? Get in here, bro.
Yeah, my achy breaky heart. My team lost today.
I mean, if y'all don't get him this week, I'll get him next week. So it really don't matter.
If he don't come in here, I'm now. Now before I was sympathetic to his team losing. I want him to win. Now I'm about to roast his dumb ass team. Bum ass niggas not making it ever. Because last time was like with McNary. I ain't never making it.
This is trash. Like, nah.
What are you playing?
This Kakarot shit.
Yeah, my boy got it. I'm going to ask him how he likes it. Is it the same shit all over again? Well, obviously it is, though, but like, how's it like?
Oh,
It's the same thing. And for some reason, they decided to move the buttons around for no reason. They should have just left it.
Yeah. Man, they're just milking that franchise like crazy, man. Like, how many times can you tell the same story?
I guess they figured when the engine changes, they could redo it under the new engine.
Yeah, but the story's still the same, though. You know what I mean?
and
Yeah, this is no good. I'm taking this off.
Pointing at Jack.
Jack still hurt?
yeah.
Yeah,
sir.
that's what I'm hearing.
I think he's on suicide watch.
Look, our teams lose every year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is he acting like this brand new to him? Anything.
He hasn't been this close since the Rams beat him in 2001. Greatest show on turf.
When that 2000, I swear that was in 99, 2000.
What was Marshall Falk? You're right, because Marshall Falk was on the 2001 cover. Vic was 2002.
Yeah, this ain't no $60 game, I'll tell you that.
What are you playing?
Dragon Ball Kakarot.
Don't tell me you bought it.
Nah.
Yeah, look. If I had never touched Dragon Ball before, maybe I would play that game. But how many times do you got to play through the same story? When you know what's going to happen?
Yep.
That's what I keep telling people. Like, are you slow?
Like the Xenoverse games were pretty cool because like it changes the core story. But it's like, would you read a book or watch a movie if you knew how it was got like every bit and piece from beginning to end?
No, I agree, but like I said, I just wanted to see what the graphics was like. But for some reason, they keep locking these games behind that 1080p. I'm like, why I gotta always go look through the files?
Because they know you will buy it.
No, they do that to wait for a patch.
You have it
why
on
they do
PC?
that? Yeah. I
Okay.
wouldn't touch that on console.
So are you gonna return it on Steam or?
Yeah, I'm gonna delete it.
So did you use your ski mask to get it, or did you buy it?
I mean,
Did you use your ski mask? Oh my god!
PC gamer mentality.
Hey, I don't pirate
Well,
games, man.
That means you can stop that. I know back in the 360 days, I had people telling me that I could free buy mod.
Hey, Jack told me y'all are terrorists.
Well,
What I heard.
yeah. Well, Jack's about to get terrorized. He comes in here.
No, I think he ducking, dog.
I mean, how many of y'all remember on back in the day on Call of Duty, people like send you messages like, "Hey, I'm holding a lobby, prestige lobby."
No.
Yeah, word. I just saw a video of somebody doing that on GTA. This dude is just standing in the lobby dropping money bags on people.
Okay.
Oh, I got clips of that happening to me.
I'm gonna call out Mr. Twin because he said something stupid. So you get to get highlighted today. BG story fraud, and you played Resident Evil 2 multiple times with the same story. That is the same story from a different perspective. Every one of Dragon Ball Z's stories is the same. And especially highlighted from Goku's perspective.
Yeah.
It would be like if we played Resident Evil 2 like 8 different remakes. They've only remade it one time.
Yeah, they're only changing the graphics. They act like the story changed somehow.
Like,
yeah,
we
tell the story from like Piccolo's point of view.
Piccolo kills Raditz and Goku. Goku goes to heaven. Krillin dies. Goku gets mad. Super Saiyan, Frieza dead. Blah blah blah. Nothing changes.
Heart attack. Android cell.
Exactly.
Goku blows himself up. Tournament. Boo comes.
Vegeta's dumb. He wants Cell at his best form. He gets bodied. Like,
oh god.
Like, what are we talking about?
If anybody couldn't if anybody couldn't tell you the whole story of Dragon Ball in 5 minutes, like I don't even know what to tell you anymore.
Like, come
like,
on,
I'm a
man.
diehard Dragon Ball fan, but I'm tired of the games.
Yo, Blandrew, you there? What the hell? All right. Well, we 10 minutes late, so guess we got to get started. All right, Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 222. All right. Make sure you hit that like button, you know, support the Weapon Wheel Podcast, help us with that YouTube algorithm. We're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. You know, support the Weapon Wheel Patreon, links in the description for that. You can join the Weapon Wheel Discord. That is open to everyone. Also, if you want to submit gameplay to be featured during the podcast, like I'm going to start playing in a few minutes, just send me an email to weaponwheelpress@gmail.com. Let me know the name of the game you want to submit. I'll send you a form to fill out real quick, and then I'll send you the Dropbox link. We prefer it be at least 1080p and at least 30 minutes long, or send me multiple gameplay that equal to 30 minutes long. Doesn't matter how old the game is. And of course, we reserve the right to not use your gameplay if you send us some weirdo stuff. But nobody has done that yet. It's people have been sending me all good gameplay. So yeah. Do these intros, Tick.
Yo, it's good. It's your boy Tick back on Weapon Wheel for 2020.
All right, Jay Got.
Yo, it's Jay Got back here to just to protect my PC community. That's about it.
All right. Jimmy.
Yo, what's up, J Mega Games? I'm in here.
Bond.
Where's Smooth at?
He said he's gonna be a little late.
Hold on, I gotta open up my Excel sheets. Get ready for this podcast. But yeah, congratulations to Andy Reid. I hope he wins. You know, I'm a fan of Andy. I'd like to see him win a championship. Outside of that, welcome everybody again. Hit that like button, please. Retweet, please, and subscribe if you want to.
Right.
And Blandrew.
What's up?
All right.
Where Blandrew been at lately?
Yeah, what's going on with you?
I'm working on music too.
Oh Lord.
Why does everybody think I'm trash whenever I say I'm doing something music related?
Whenever I hear, you know what I think about when I hear you say something? I hear like sounds of like jumping on Goombas and turtles and coins.
Making
I'm
Nintendo
talented,
music.
Donnie.
Huh. All right, so we'll get started on these topics.
Wait, is Jack Move coming through or what?
Listen, I don't know if he ever decides to stop being a little biatch, then I guess he'll come.
Ashamed of you, Jack. I'm ashamed.
I am too, cause your team lost. Bro.
And he's gonna be giving me all of his PlayStation games as he's quitting gaming.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I thought he was gonna hear about Horizon.
Who that? Who's came in?
What, he just came in?
Yeah, somebody into it.
Smooth.
Yeah, what's up, Smooth?
Hold on, is my mic low?
No, you're good.
Okay.
What up, y'all?
What up?
Smooth.
Smooth. You when the Patriots lost, you showed up to Weapon Wheel, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay,
What, Jab move caught out?
Yeah. When the Eagles lost, me and you were here, right, Bond?
We were here.
Oh, we were here. Okay. All right. I just wanted to check. All right. We're gonna start these topics. Let's start off with something that makes me happy. So Death Stranding has not had great sales. Okay. I don't remember if it charted when it first came out on NPDs. It might not have.
did.
It did? It was pretty
Yeah.
low though. It wasn't top 3 or anything.
I think it landed at number 8.
That's not
I thought
that's
it was
not
9, but okay.
that's pretty disappointing for who's called the best developer in the industry. That's a genius. That's pretty bad. So yeah, it didn't land on the charts very hot, and then it had no legs after it came out, according to a new report. In its second month, which is December, it wasn't even in the top 20. Top 20. That's a huge fall off. Most games, even average games, like you'll see them on the chart for like the first 2, maybe 3 months. This was at a bad position the first month, and then it wasn't even in on the second month. That's pretty bad. And then if you look at the completion rate is at like 24-25%. So not even a lot of people even beat the game once they got it, because nobody wants to play a walking simulator. No?
Solid Rev said he liked it though. He said game of the year, didn't he?
I mean, listen, shout outs to my condolences to our fallen brother Rev. He's definitely fallen from grace with that one.
To be fair, did he even really play much this year?
No.
There you go.
I mean,
I don't know if he beat it.
He beat it. But I mean, what was it really going up against last year for him? This is a bottom of the barrel like type of game of the year for most people.
I thought I saw him playing quite a few amount of games though.
Like what else they was gonna choose? Days Gone and like
Ghost Recon or something.
Like, come on, man. It wasn't like that much they were going up against last year, to be honest. But yeah, I'm glad that game is not charting well. Like, I usually
I'm thrilled.
Yeah, usually I would never say I want a game to fail, but this does bring a smile to my face, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
God. You remember when Thanos was like, "This brings a smile to my face"?
Yep, that's how I feel right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talking about more games should be like Death Stranding. No, absolutely not.
I'm just hoping he either can buy the rights from Konami for Metal Gear or make some type of success.
Who wants to play more metal trash?
Me, I would like to play more metal greatness.
You're one of those guys that likes to crawl on their dick for 50 hours in the desert, huh?
Wild.
Pause.
Yeah, word.
That's all I'm gonna just say is pause to that. I'm not even gonna give him an argument.
It kills me how a lot of these Metal Gear fans are like, "Oh, Sony only makes one type of games." I'm like, bro, you're a Konami Kojima fan. All you've been doing is playing cuts. You've been playing Sony type games before Sony, apparently.
All right. So next, so was it Byleth from Fire Emblem was revealed to be the new Byleth. Okay, was the new character from Fire Emblem. That is the next Super Smash Bros. Character. A lot of people thought it was gonna be like Dante from Devil May Cry or somebody else. Some people are upset because this is like, I don't know, what, the 8th Fire Emblem character to be in Smash?
Somewhere around there.
How you feel about this, Blandrew? You even play Smash anymore?
I play it with the guys sometime whenever they're down, but they just keep refusing to play it for some reason. But I don't really care. I didn't get Rex and Pyra in this game, so whoever makes it into the game, I'm happy for them. But I'm not really emotional on any side whatsoever.
Oh, by the way, are all the characters free, or y'all got to pay for them?
It's a season pass. You got to pay for them.
Oh, I never even paid.
I still haven't even opened up my Smash Brothers game. It's still in the plastic.
What's the last game you played on Switch?
Fire Emblem.
That's deep.
I mean, I'm so burnt out on Fire Emblem, but which is good. There's 3 campaigns to play, so whenever I get bored and want to go back to it, it's not like, damn, I gotta wait for a new Fire Emblem game. I'm like, okay, now I can play one.
All right.
Nintendo.
Move on from that. So we got hit with
real quick. Were people thinking it was going to be Waluigi or Waluigi or whatever?
No, they were thinking it was going to be Dante this time around. Which I'm glad he's not in the game, just knowing what he would have to be for him to be in Smash Bros. So,
what's wrong with Dante?
Have you played a tag team fighter that had him in it?
Man, Dante
Just because he's broken one game doesn't mean he's broken all games.
Every fighter.
Because the Dante, they give him everything, like in his own game. So they try to bring that aspect of him to any game he's gonna be featuring. So like in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I can't tell you how many moves he has. He has more moves than like certain characters put together, right? Because everything cancels into another move for Dante. And I know nobody plays MVCI besides me and a community of people, but he's broken in that game too. Like, people who don't play Dante make fun of people for playing Dante because he's such a brain dead, like broken derp character. He's literal unga bunga. Like, people who are not even good at the game can probably mash and like win against actual good players. Or like,
Dante not only is Capcom's strongest character, he's one of the strongest characters in gaming. Period.
He's probably. I think Ashura is probably stronger than Dante, but I mean, Ashura from Ashura's Wrath. I don't know. Yeah.
Don't matter. Nobody's stronger than Kirby though.
Let him know, Tick.
Right. Kirby beat Majin Buu according to Death Battle.
Yep.
Right. I mean, the only thing that was worse than Dante in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was when they introduced his brother. Like, okay, now, all right, now this nigga's worse.
Oh, God.
Virgil was worse. We thought Dante was bad. We was like, Jesus Christ, we'll take Dante. Because this man was just breaking everything. But how it goes. We got a bunch of delays this week. First, Final Fantasy VII Remake. That was delayed about a month. Then we had Cyberpunk 2077. That was delayed into September.
Oh, the CD gods delaying stuff.
We know that.
It just means they're making it better, Bond.
Tell him, Jimmy. It's Animal Crossing.
Exactly.
Y'all gotta stop this, bro. Ain't nobody scared of no Animal Crossing.
Look, Animal Crossing is about to do 10 million. I don't know why you guys keep trying to downplay.
Yo, it's weird because Animal Crossing is a game that sells 10 million, but ain't on nobody radar. Like, nobody, bro. I don't even know who buys the game.
It's got a strong female fan base too.
Exactly. I was about to say a lot of chicks buy that game.
Bro,
chicks don't be up here on Twitter corporate slaving.
Yeah, I couldn't even fully tell you what you do in Animal Crossing for real.
Don't you plant flowers or something?
It's basically just living life.
I'm still waiting for a female to get into the CSAs. That would be something.
Yeah. But yeah, so we said Final Fantasy VII, which, I'm not really bothered by. No delay really bothers me.
Final Fantasy VII should be delayed until the whole thing is complete. Fuck this episode, bullcrap.
You don't want a $60 appetizer, Black?
I'm about to say, how does an episodic game get delayed?
I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't a super long.
Good point, Smooth.
It wasn't a super long delay though. It's a month, so it's not so bad. I mean, look, I'm just not that. I'm honestly not even that crazy excited for games coming out for certain reasons. Like, am I looking forward to games like Final Fantasy? Hell yeah, nigga, I screamed at the top of my lungs for it. People know that.
Like a girl.
Right.
Oh my god.
People know that, but but I'm not like. Hey.
Yo, stupid.
Just fire.
Speaking of exciting games to come, is there any new exciting Xbox game news coming out lately?
They got Battletoads.
Oh my god!
What you think about Battletoads, Smooth?
I don't have an opinion on Battletoads. I'm not I don't really care about that game.
I think it's gonna be amazing.
Nah.
Nope.
Oh, look at
I'm predicting a 58 on Metacritic.
Oh damn! I can't bet with that, Smooth.
Oh, this game's gonna look so much better on PC.
Unless you want to, really? Unless you want to say, I predict it will be higher than 58.
I mean, I'll go for a 60.
I don't think it looks bad. It's just the art style looks janky, but as a game,
the art style is a piece of shit. They shouldn't have. Who goes with that? Like, if I'm rare, the first time Dala shows me that, I'm like, thank you, but no thank you. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
Streets of Rage.
It doesn't even look as good. Like, they could have done. Like they could have even gone with the retro look of the game, and they didn't even do that. They just did some fucking paint shit. Like it's shit's ridiculous. They really made that game with Microsoft Paint.
Am I hearing this right? Smooth being critical and realistic about Microsoft?
You know, I thought that game.
Not Battletoads though. They shouldn't have did them like that though. That's really not. No.
They did them like that new version of the Ninja Turtles got done.
Yo, that game. I thought Battletoads was already out because J-Dub overuses that goddamn GIF so much. I'm like, oh, this game's out. I swear to God, I thought the game was out. I'm like,
oh, the standing animation with them like moving
J-Dub abuses J-Dub abuses that GIF, dog, and I'm like to the point where I literally thought the game was out. I'm like, oh, yeah, there's still that. I'm like, does this thing even have a release date?
I don't know. None of these old retro games. Like I didn't like the way Streets of Rage. So they got actually looking like super stocky.
You don't like Streets of Rage?
Yeah, Streets. I didn't like the way it looked at all. I like how they kept the same gameplay, but like it's just the art style to me just wasn't.
You would rather have sprites?
I actually would rather have.
I would.
And with Battletoads, like, is it gonna have blood in it?
Doubt it.
Probably
No, I don't know that would that all
It would be
the original one didn't.
It would be animated blood if it did.
The arcade version had blood.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah, because they turned their hands turning into axes. It was violent. Battletoads would be a very.
I wouldn't be surprised if it runs like 120 frames.
Oh,
that
man.
art style.
Oh man.
What's crazy with the Avengers delay now?
Damn, is everything getting delayed?
Yeah,
pretty much. So, well, actually, with the Cyberpunk delay, I wasn't surprised because I don't think that game was looking that good in the first place when they showed it. I'm like, this is still very clearly in early development. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this looks hella early. Like, there's no way this is releasing in April.
I think they delayed it because they're about to have who's whistling? They're going to have a simultaneous next gen release.
Probably.
Thank you, Bond, because that's exactly what it is. I was waiting for somebody to say that.
That's why they're delaying. It'd be stupid.
That's exactly what it is.
It would be stupid to release the game and then be like, "Oh, it's coming on next gen consoles in 3 months." Because then, guess what? People like Smooth and Jimmy would do:
rebuy it.
No, you wouldn't rebuy it. You would just wait.
No, I probably would buy it again.
Smooth. Would you rebuy it or would you wait? What the hell is Smooth?
Is he there?
He did, but I don't know. He's not on the mic. He's there.
Because I wouldn't buy it. I would just wait.
I don't know if it got anything to do with
that. You gotta remember though. We don't know the actual release dates for the consoles. I mean, they're saying October and November. So these
probably
games come out
November.
September. Yeah. But still, September, October, November. It depends on how dry the years.
I feel you.
I honestly don't feel it got nothing to do with that. I just think like the scope of that game was way too damn big and.
But I'm saying it's a two.
Nah, it's definitely gonna come out as a re-release though. Like it's definitely gonna be cross compatible, 100% coming out in September.
I wouldn't make it cross compatible. I'd make people buy it again.
And Marvel has like all this DLC that they keep trying to shove into the game, so they're definitely gonna make that.
Marvel.
Yeah, the Avengers game.
How are you gonna shove DLC into a game that ain't even out yet?
They already talking about it. Well, not that kind of DLC, Bond. I'm talking about like extra, like extra costumes and shit like that.
The Avengers isn't surprising either. That's September also. They delayed that into September also, right?
So we got Avengers, Cyberpunk, and Ghost of Tsushima all come out in September.
Well, Ghost is not confirmed, but that's the date I thought it would be. I think they would like put that in the beginning of September.
Yeah. Ghost is looking like late August, early September though.
Yeah.
Wow. When is the next Marvel movie coming out?
None.
Well, they got the show coming out, or is it the mutants something like that? It's like they're teenagers.
I forgot Black Widow's coming out.
When does that come out?
That's May, ain't it? That's May. That's nowhere near the Avengers game.
Yeah,
May 1st. Yeah.
And I don't think that would push any Avengers games.
Yeah, that's not nothing special to push a game back because they don't even cross with each other. So
yeah,
Black Widow's in the damn game.
Yeah, but they're not crossing them. It's like a whole different character.
I mean, Be honest. If we honest with ourselves, everybody's more hyped to see Taskmaster than Black Widow. If we go keep it real.
Yo, they got Taskmaster looking like a bum though. In this
Taskmaster
movie.
Taskmaster might be a woman, by the way. In this.
Yeah, word. I noticed that too.
He looks like a Power Ranger.
People figured that out because when you look at unless they're like really good at keeping it secret, when you look at the cast, like you try to look at the cast of Black Widow, there's no dude in there apparently in the cast that could play that could play Taskmaster. So but there's 2 women whose roles I think they said is unidentified, right? Well, who they are in the movie. So one of them is probably Taskmaster. And if
I wouldn't be upset if Taskmaster was a woman under this pretense.
Yeah, I wouldn't because
listen to what I'm about to say. That at the end of the movie, you realize the real Taskmaster used whatever Taskmaster in the movie. It's like, this was a failed experiment. He's like, can't send a copy to do a real man's job. And that's how they introduced him.
Oh, Marvel ain't doing that.
People are like, oh, he's a woman at the end. Then you see him put on the real shit and the real skull. And he's
like Tick said, though.
Yeah, he ain't saying that line.
Well, not that, not that line, but you know what I'm saying. Like that. This movie is about the creation of multiple Black Widows and the creation of like semi-super soldiers and stuff. So if the Taskmaster in the movie, it could just be like a semi-imperfect creation of himself.
I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing they've done. I mean, look what they did to the Mandarin. So.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea though. And he comes out at the end, he's like, okay. Like, they try to Django Fett him, but he's like, you know what? We gotta have the real deal.
So yeah, Avengers Delay, Final Fantasy 7 delay,
everything delay.
Cyberpunk delay, Iron Man VR delay also for anybody who cares about that. A lot of delays.
I like VR and I still don't care about it.
Yeah, I don't care for that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, look, the first new game I'm playing this year might not even come till like March or something.
Resident Evil.
You're not playing Resident Evil?
When is Resident Evil? Isn't that like
March?
Yeah, it's March. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing really coming out February. Maybe that Zombie Army game. I might be into that.
Yeah. When does Ori and the Wisp come out?
March, I believe.
March 11th.
Good. I was about to say I need to win a bet to get Resident Evil real quick. So Smooth, that'll be the first game you buy me.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna be good. I play my multiplayer games. I'm about to get on that Tarkov. Start playing that.
But is Resident Evil the only game coming? No. Oh shit! Resident Evil 3 is April. But is that the only game coming out in the beginning of the year?
Don't do that, Jimmy.
Well, Doom Eternal's coming out next month.
Oh, you mean Trash Eternal?
Oh,
hey, they show.
Hey, BG. Replay the game on Nightmare. See how far you get. Let me know.
How about I play that game on Trash because that's the eternal difficulty.
Even hard on Nightmare though.
BG, you like action games, man. You like Resident Evil 4? How you not liking this?
That's a reach. Did you sprain your arm doing that reach?
We were talking about this earlier, bro.
Yeah, I know, and it was a reach.
Doom is dope, man.
Like the action games, man.
Bro, that is the most brain dead Unga Bunga game in history. Like the type of niggas
what is that? And Oingo Boingo like an old man?
Unga Bunga means Unga Bunga is just brainless button mash. It's just a brainless game. Like the niggas type of niggas like Doom are type of dudes that like Just Cause.
Let me tell you something real quick about Doom. There's certain games that you played growing up that teach you how to play all other games.
I agree.
If you were to teach somebody how to play video games, what would be the first 2 games you would have them play?
It might be either Mario or older Doom game. Yeah, but an older Doom game, I wouldn't give them this recent one.
Well, what's the difference then? They're older than this one.
Stop that. No,
they're pretty much the same, just updated.
No, I disagree.
Yes.
Like even like Wolfenstein, the original Wolfensteins are different from these Wolfensteins. I would still give them the old Wolfenstein, even though I love the new Wolfenstein. But like, it's just this Doom is just not good, bro. It's It literally puts me to sleep. Like I can't tell you how many times I fell asleep playing this game.
How could you go to sleep in such a fast-paced action pack? There's like no downtime in the game.
Not at all.
Yeah, there's no thinking in the shit either.
But it did.
That's you get to a room, those guitar riffs start going, and you fuck shit up,
bro.
I will admit it got repetitive when I was
the same people that cape for Doom are the same people that criticize Gears of War from going from cover to cover for a whole 8 hours. It's the same thing.
No, because you sit in cover in Gears. In Doom, you move.
Yeah, there's no real.
In Doom, cover. You are an unstoppable killing machine.
That's kind of what makes it boring.
Though, like you gotta get health packs. You can't sit back and cover and try to regain your health that way. It's a little different, man.
Doom is find the colored key, pew pew pew, find the colored key, pew pew pew, end of level. Like it's so boring, bro. Like there's no nuance to this game at all. Oh, and how old did them executions get? Like how fast did that get old?
Well, you use the execution to get more health though, so they have a purpose.
It was boring to do it.
Sound too. Like the impact of the sound just didn't.
Bro, after I did them executions 50 times, I'm like, okay, this is boring. This is whack.
Well. You're playing a hard difficulty.
I literally thought like the last Doom was like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, just launching combos and melee kills and headshots. Like I thought it was awesome. It was like trick shots.
I mean, if I wanted a game to do that, I would do it. I would play Bulletstorm, which does it better than Doom.
I disagree.
This is looking bad. So I'm looking at the list of games. The earliest game that people are looking forward to that I see is Neo 2, which is the 13th, and that's the same week as Ori. So we have that. We got Doom, which is in March as well. And then we have Resident Evil, which is in April. And then after that, it's just dead all the way up until The Last of Us at the end of May.
Let me say this. I'm not even excited.
What did you call it? The trash. Who's looking forward to The Trash of Us?
Not me.
Stop lying. You know you're gonna be over on that, man.
He's not looking forward to it.
Me?
BG said he's
not looking forward to.
People are gonna shock by me saying this, but I'm not excited about The Last of Us Part 2.
I mean, it's just another couple of
shooter. Why?
BG said, I'm excited.
I'm honestly swear to God, not excited for it.
Ellie is a competent character, unlike Joel.
The rollout for that game has been trash. Let's just keep it real. They haven't shown anything. They haven't shown anything exciting about
anything. Sony hasn't begun the hype machine yet.
I'm always certain that game's not going to have the same impact at first.
Yeah, I mean that is the truth. Is because the multiplayer is not there, and I'm not excited. Like The Last of Us, like I always said, The Last of Us single player is good, but I've never thought it was this amazing single player game like all y'all claimed it was. It has average video game mechanics. It has a good story, and it has if I'm specifically talking about the original Last of Us, the original Last of Us didn't even look good for its time. Y'all need to accept these facts. That game did not look good in 2013. It didn't. Y'all look at one character model and then y'all say the whole game looks good. Everything else in that game besides the characters look like absolute garbage.
Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy 13.
Did Alex take over the body?
Bro, I've been saying this for the longest. Like I've been saying this for the longest.
And honestly, man, to me, Beyond Two Souls look better, like aesthetically, than The Last of Us.
I mean, you're comparing. Look at these games. They're what, 7 years apart?
No, Beyond Two Souls came out like 2 years or 1 year.
Oh,
he's not talking about you. So you're thinking about Detroit. You're thinking about Detroit.
I'm thinking about Detroit.
Yeah,
it's towards the end of the generation of PS3.
Yeah, because The Last of Us is a PS3 game.
I know. I have both.
I know. I'm just saying, like, people be judging that game hard in 2019 and 20 like it's a new game.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I argue with Alex, because I can't agree with the things Alex says about the Last of Us, because he's playing it from the perspective of someone who played it in 2019. Your opinion is irrelevant to me. I played it. I played it when it came out. Like, so I was judging it by the standards of 2013. You're judging it as of today.
What standards was raised since The Last of Us Part 1 came out?
You mean
you got Uncharted 4.
You mean in gaming in general? Like,
yeah, it's not like there was really stealth games out here that just made The Last of Us seem ancient when it came out.
But it's the natural progression of games, though.
When Alex told me that Chrono Trigger was way better than Last of Us,
yeah,
and he told you what?
Chrono Trigger was like
he said during the stream.
Stop mumbling. Chrono Trigger was what?
The greatest game ever, and it was
one of them.
That is one of them.
I'm
I
good
mean,
with
that's
that.
a retro game. As far as
Wait,
retro
wait,
games, it's a
wait,
classic.
Tick, what's your
And Chrono Trigger, he said Chrono Trigger was better than what?
The Last of Us.
He's 100% right.
Oh, y'all wild.
You guys are dumb. Like
Yeah.
who? Like why are y'all complaining? Chrono Trigger to the Last of Us. Like y'all just compare games. Just
Look,
just for the sake of the platform.
Look, I didn't.
No, but why
compare
would you compare eras like that? It's like
Yeah.
I didn't compare it, but I'm just saying Chrono Trigger is a better game.
It's better than Call of Duty.
Man, y'all wild.
But that's what Alex does to bait people. That's why I don't be
Yeah.
agreeing with him. Like me and Alex can say the same thing, but I disagree with him because the way he says it is stupid.
Alex just gets sensitive over Sony having good games. But the thing is, out of all games to compare cross genres, it's hard to compare a Japanese RPG or any RPG because the focus of an RPG is not the graphics, it's not the gameplay, it's a game about stories and characters.
Wait, but is
Oh, but did you have a problem with Metal Gear doing this?
Hold on, let me figure that. Let me finish. When it comes to story and characters, you'll be hard pressed to find any game that compares to Chrono Trigger.
wait, but in that case, then isn't that what people mainly hype about The Last of Us is story and characters? You rarely
That's what
ever
I
hear
care
about the
about.
gameplay when it pertains
but-
to that.
By that logic,
You're right, man.
Telltale
You're
games
right.
and
But
Life is Strange are the greatest games of all time. If that's
Exactly.
they got.
The Last of Us has gameplay though.
Chrono Trigger trash, bro. I'm sorry.
Chrono
Yeah,
Trigger
I
is a
would take that
menu-based
one.
RPG.
It's so repetitive.
I looked it up and out because they were like, "You look at the game." You know how Alex talks.
You
Look at
looked
the
it
game.
up or you played
Watch
it?
it. Watch how the game is. It's the greatest game ever. And I
It's-
went and looked it
yeah,
up, and I
it's-
was like, "Nah."
Chrono Trigger's a timeless game. That's a straight fact.
I'm sure at that time it was
No,
groundbreaking.
it's a timeless game even now.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, Tick. What's your favorite game of all time?
I don't have one because I couldn't. I could choose. There's too many games
I
played in
can
my life,
name,
so I
I
don't
can
know if
name
I
you.
can choose one.
Final Fantasy VI is also a timeless game.
Nah.
I've been meaning to get into
I never
it.
liked any of the
No.
Final Fantasy. So
Not Final Fantasy VII, but Final Fantasy VI is a timeless game.
Meh.
if I had to say, you know what, if I were to say my favorite game of all time, that would probably be the original Call of Duty on the PC.
Ew.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
the original? Oh yeah, and United Offensive. Okay, I can get on with that.
Yeah, United Offensive definitely.
I used
Yeah,
to
that'd
play
probably be
in
my favorite.
college, no headsets. We just have the doors open, yelling and screaming.
Yep, no
Noise
headsets, no.
violations up the ass. It was crazy.
All right, I guess we can transition to getting back on topic.
Hold on, before we move on, who said they didn't like Chrono Trigger again?
That was Tick, and I don't know who else.
How old are you again, Tick?
That was Jay God, I believe.
I'll be 34 in March.
Oh man,
Wow.
You're doing yourself a disservice. 34 years old and never played Chrono Trigger?
The story's
Nah.
pretty wild.
Yeah,
man.
that doesn't make any
wild.
sense. I'm 27.
That's
would've-
wild.
So I never liked JRPGs. Like, I remember playing. I didn't have a Super NES. I had a Genesis, but I played like Final Fantasy over somebody's house, and I was like, "Yo, this is kind of lame. Like, why I got to stand here and hit
Yeah,
a
Tick doesn't like
attack
that
or watch
fact.
them
Well, if
hit
you don't like
and then jump back?"
JRPGs, that's
You a dude, bro?
completely
You like the
different.
dude, bro shit? I feel
Yeah, I like to perform
he likes
the
Call of
actions. I don't
Duty,
like
I
to tell it
But-
to do things for me at the time. Like,
Chrono Triggers was heat though.
If you don't like
Yeah.
JRPGs, that's completely different.
yeah, the only JRPG I could actually get into
Some
was like
button mashing RPG.
was Pokemon, and that was because
Oh my gosh, poke! Oh my god!
that
Yo,
was
you
the only one I
wait.
could
My
get
man
into.
say he like Nah.
Yeah, Pokemon Blue,
Come on,
Red,
dog.
and
Come
Yellow
on,
back
dog.
in the
Come
day.
on,
Come on, dog.
Cause I got into the cartoon, so you know. Come
Alright.
on, we're not gonna act like Pokemon on sale.
I mean, are we gonna act like Pokemon isn't one of the best RPG games?
right? I'm gonna need you not to do that.
Come on.
That's an age thing.
You're-
At
We're
a
not
certain
gonna
age, it's
front on
like,
it.
Your
Yeah,
Michael
I
Vick
never
I'm so
simulator,
for it.
your magical Michael Vick simulator.
Wow.
Okay.
Yo, what's a Michael Vick simulator? Hold on.
We're abusing the. We're abusing the. I mean, listen. When I was a kid, I was convinced these Pokemon were dying. When that joint says face it, I was like, nah, that nigga dead. That nigga dead, bro. That nigga ain't fake. That nigga. There's no way I just hit a Pidgey with a flamethrower from a level 50 Charizard and he fainted. No, he dead. Okay, that's how I looked at it. That nigga dead.
But even Pokemon, like after Yellow, I didn't even care about it anymore. And I just haven't bought the Pokemon since then. One, because I don't buy Nintendo consoles because I think they lame for little kids. But yeah, I
But
really
but
do.
you like Pokemon, so it don't matter.
I won't buy it. I haven't bought it since. I was like 12 years old and 11 when I bought it back then, so I was
This
still a
is
kid.
crazy. Doesn't like Chrono Trigger. Played and enjoyed Pokemon.
Word. I'm still on that. That's different. That's different, Ted.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
it
man,
is.
it be like that sometimes.
It's very different.
All
I'm looking
right.
at Final Fantasy 6. That's definitely a no for me.
Let's talk about Horizon Zero Dawn. So according to Jason Schreier, his sources, who he claimed 3 different sources within Sony, have told him that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC. And Jason said that won't be the last PlayStation exclusive to come to PC. And I'm gonna add, there was just recently, Jack of All Controllers had, and a lot of people don't trust this guy in his reports, but this one was actually backed up. They posted it was Guerrilla Games. No, it was Naughty Dog. Excuse me. Naughty Dog posted a post on LinkedIn for a developer who was familiar with Nvidia and AMD GPUs. The AMD part is not strange, right, to have because of exactly.
In the console.
Yeah, that's not strange. The Nvidia, I'm not sure if that's that common to want in a job post for them. And also there was a Guerrilla Games developer who had tweeted, "Hey, don't be mad," saying you shouldn't be mad at if other gamers get a chance to play Horizon Zero Dawn on other platforms. So we don't know if that means he knows something or go ahead.
This is a mistake.
Why say that?
This is an absolute mistake for them to even be doing this.
What?
Why?
Oh, Bond, really?
Xbox did it.
Yeah, no,
Really?
Xbox
Xbox
did it. Now let's hear his bullshit because you know you're gonna say some bullshit. Let's hear it.
This short term is good, but this long term is a mistake.
Nah, I don't see this.
Why is it a mistake? Why is it a mistake?
Because now people don't end up buying your hardware. They don't end up buying. They don't.
But
let me finish.
a console fan is always a console.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me interrupt.
So don't let him finish. No, I'm just playing.
So yes, people will buy your game. No, keep in mind, I'm talking about from a business perspective. I'm not talking about from a fan or a gamer's perspective. Okay.
Go on.
So
from a business, real quick, go ahead.
So from a business perspective, yes, you're getting short-term gains. That's probably why this new president is doing this, because he's going to get a short-term push and make short-term money. It's winning early, short-term, but not long-term. The long-term is people are going to be buying less consoles. Therefore, people will be buying less games on your platform. Because let's be serious, the main focus of income of a console is third-party licensing fees. And then when people buy the games on your platform, whatever they spend in your PlayStation store, your Xbox store, whatever. Now that there is literally no reason for me to buy a PlayStation now. There's no reason for me to play their games now. There's no reason for me ever to buy a third-party game on a PlayStation now. So literally, okay, they'll get me for $60 now, but they could have had me for way more money in the long run by buying multiple games on their system, by buying DLC, by getting PlayStation Network, etc.
Bond. How many games? Wait. How many games did you play on your PS4?
I have God of War.
Exactly.
I have Everybody's Golf. I have.
How much you buy Everybody's Golf for? Like $5?
Everybody's Golf.
Yeah. You don't play Hot Shots?
Who did this to Bond, man? What happened to the PC homie from back in the day?
I'm telling you, these PlayStation fans, I'm telling you,
Look at this dude,
these PlayStation guys, I'm telling you,
waiting for somebody
these
from
PlayStation
PC to peep this dude.
Yeah, these PlayStation guys be tickling these dudes' buttholes and shit. I'm telling you right now, like for some reason,
He switched up. The energy changed.
Bob be twerking for these PlayStation guys for real. Like
ever since he got that new monitor, he been different.
No, it was when y'all became an LLC. That's when I started noticing the change, bro.
You guys really are retarded.
Bond changed a lot, yo. I'm telling you.
The Kool-Aid, bro.
All right, now I gotta go Suburban Savage on you because you guys are all fucking idiots.
Bring it on. Oh shit.
No, Bond, you got different ever
what
since
was
you
the
got
very
that PS4
what was
Pro.
the very first thing I said?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Exactly. You're fucking.
he said for business.
Exactly. I said I'm not speaking from the gamer's perspective, which I would be glad to play these games. I said I'm speaking this from Sony's perspective.
Business-wise,
thank you.
A lot of these times, the companies lose money out of these consoles because they have to.
But they're not
to take hits on them.
They're not.
Definitely.
Sony's
They're gonna lose money on this hardware.
Sony's making
money on hardware
They're
for the
definitely gonna lose money
longest.
on that.
Sony's making record profits. Let's stop.
Now it's doing,
Software.
Von.
Off
I
the
don't think that.
software.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
gonna lose money
on
on the new
PC,
one.
there'll be more
And-
software to go around.
No, you're dude. I literally just explained this to you.
I
And
literally
you're
just
acting
explained it. Yeah, I heard what you said.
Okay, explain your point of view.
Why you get salty?
Explain your point of view. I will not
All
interrupt
right,
you,
so-
and then I'll shred
so-
you. Go ahead.
These companies have been taking hits with these consoles because they're making them stronger than what the people are willing to buy them for. They have to take those hits on those prices. So they're actually kind of losing money on these consoles. Then they have to make these games, which are like CDs. It costs money to do that. It's cheaper just to throw a digital copy out there. And then you have console gamers that are only going to buy their console. They're not going to play on a PC. You have how many people you run into that say, "Yo, I'm not messing with PC. I like my console."
Me.
They are going to exactly. They're going to stay on that console. They're still going to buy that PlayStation. But you still have people out there on PC who will never touch a console, who want those games, but they're not going to get a PS4.
I feel like I've heard this. I feel like I've heard this phrase
and
before.
they will still buy those games.
It came from a guy named Phil Spencer. Imagine that.
Hey, and
Now-
Xbox must be on something because they're doing better right now than what they were.
Because they got lapped by the Switch.
They're doing better than what
Oh,
they
say
were.
it again, Bob.
Now
Yeah,
again,
that's console sales. That's console
Now-
sales.
now
But their
again-
software sales is doing. Microsoft is a software company, and they're selling software.
oh,
That's what they're making.
he got
a
hold up. So they're a software company that makes hardware.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a software company, and they're making
they-
money off of software. Their Game Pass, all that stuff is they're
Alright,
I'm
making.
liking this. I'm liking this. I'm
Let
liking
me
this.
let me
Okay.
let
What
me,
are you
let me
saying?
blow let me blow your
You
logic.
can talk all
out.
this. You can say all this nonsense all you want.
Let
You're
me-
gonna have
let
some
me
of these
blow-
idiots
let
in
me-
the comment section
Let me
believe
blow.
you.
Let me
But
blow
what
your.
you're saying is fact.
Let me blow your failed logic right out of the water. Right.
Uh-oh.
Go
You
ahead.
done typing? Go ahead,
Let me
man.
just
What you
destroy
Googling?
this
What you Googling?
easily.
What you googling, dog?
No, I'm not googling anything. But
I got notes.
again, you buy a game. You buy a game on the PC? Cool. You bought 2 or 3 games. Big whoop. That does not offset the amount of money Sony would make if you actually bought a console. You're into the PSN. You're buying third-party games. You're having DLC. You're buying expansions, etc. Why do you think Nintendo survived with the GameCube?
Because console.
Can I finish?
Yeah, let me finish,
Go
Ted.
ahead, go ahead. I'll let
Why
you
do you think Nintendo, despite having so many failures and low-selling systems, well, I can't call them failures, but you know what I'm saying, they had so many underselling systems, but they made so much money? Because if you had to buy their system to buy their games, and the meat and
No,
the
it's-
potato. Can I finish?
I wouldn't say that.
And the
This
meat and the
guy.
potatoes of any console making
Yo,
money
I'm
is
sorry.
third-party licensing fees from software sold. That's why when does a console get killed and a new console come up? When third-party support dries up.
Yo, who submitted this around zero?
I know you were laughing at that. Man.
Oh, snap.
Go
Hey,
ahead,
but
Bob.
no, Nintendo can do it because Nintendo's consoles, they don't put a lot of power in their consoles, bro. That's why the graphics are a lot lower than, the Xbox and PS4. So they're not taking a hit on these consoles. They're probably not even losing much money to make these
Nintendo-
consoles.
Yeah, I
at
thought
all,
Nintendo
but
was
their
losing.
software.
Everybody
is
was
what's moving.
taking hits.
Wait.
Hey, yo,
Bond,
Bob,
That's been since the beginning of Dawn.
did you see the top most, the best-selling games of the past 2 decades?
Yeah, it's probably all
Nintendo
Call of
games.
Duties or Maddens or like
Yeah, it was
Fortnite.
Call of
No,
Duty.
it had Nintendo and Xbox games. There was a 0 PlayStation exclusive.
Nintendo and Xbox
Well,
games.
yeah, there was
Yeah,
a
the
Nintendo
first
Super Bowl,
decade,
maybe one.
like the 2000 from 2000 to 2009, it was Xbox, Nintendo, and some.
It was
mobile.
ranked. It was based on money. These Sony games just aren't making money, especially when a lot of these people wait for them to crash land into the bargain bin for $5.
I like that.
What Microsoft game was
Yo,
on
you
there?
put that emphasis on that shit, man.
What Microsoft game was on there?
I think it was Halo 2 and Halo 3.
2, Halo 3.
Yeah, because those games were bangers. That's what
Nah.
Microsoft was
Yeah, but
actually.
Yeah, but the thing is, the original Xbox only sold like 25 million though.
No, but get
Doesn't
back to the
matter.
Sony part not being there. Sony not making that money.
Yeah, 'cause Breath of the
BG,
Wild was there, and The Last
BG,
of Us 2.
take that image and enlarge it onto the video, please. Thank you.
because I want to hear
Hold
what
on,
Bond is going to say.
hold on. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart was there, and The Last of Us Part 1 sold about 20 million, but in dollar sales, it just wasn't there.
Yeah, this whoever's the Zelda, they showing off, yo.
Where's this list? I do want to see this list.
Well, let me try to see if it's on
Oh, let me
Twitter.
look at the chart thing he posted.
Somebody is showing off right now. But
BG, you need to be banned for life for saying Cocoa Pebbles is S tier.
Oh,
Oh,
that.
God. It's
I
about
love-
honeycomb, dog.
I love Cocoa Pebbles. I ate some this morning.
I don't
You
like
drink the
Cocoa.
milk too, or what?
Bon, I'm putting it in the chat.
But BG, I need you to put that image up on the screen real quick for the people to see.
It might interrupt the gameplay. I hope it doesn't.
Oh well, you can get back to the gameplay.
No, I can't. I
It's
can't.
just-
I can't skip to the part I want in the gameplay.
It's just Zelda.
So if
but
you
they
actually
only have
look
the
at
same
it this
thing.
way, Bon, it's actually kind of a good thing that Nintendo doesn't drop the price of their games. If
No,
you
that's
if you
a
just want to
bad
look at
thing.
it like that,
Hold
That's
on.
a bad thing.
yeah, but
How?
they're making money. It's working for them. Based
Right.
off what you say. Sony's the ones not making money.
It's
here.
good. It's good for Nintendo. It's not good for me.
It's up.
Oh,
That's,
now we going to that. Now we going to that.
Well, like I
Okay.
said, Sony putting their games on PC is good for me. But I'm saying in the long run, it's not going to be good for Sony.
I put the
I
image
think-
up.
I think it's good. If they could come up with some type of Game Pass type of thing for your little subscription that you.
No, they are. That's a rumor that they're
and
gonna have.
here-
that.
Right,
here
I
we
did hear something
go.
about that. So
Fucking
Yeah.
welfare, EBT.
There's a rumor that
Box
Sony's
Game
I don't
doing it.
support.
Pass.
I don't support none of those subscription things because like that's just going to lead to have them pay, to play online. But hey, these newer PC guys like to pay for stuff like that.
What are we looking at here?
Well, I don't know. 'cause
The
BG
eco.
clicked the
But
Spider-Man
no,
one.
it's the ecosystem of the PlayStation and the games and.
So, as a company, what gets you more money, the left side or the right side?
Probably I don't know. Depends on if they're taking a hit
Oh,
on
answer
mean,
the
so-
question: left side or right side?
the
I don't know.
But Bon, I mean, I thought they
Left
said
side,
that
huh?
Sony wasn't on that list.
What is? I asked the question: what makes more money, the left side or the right side?
I don't know. Obviously, they ain't making no money, so
Potential
see
to make
they
more
need to
money
cut
is the
off
right
PC.
side. If that's
Yeah,
what
there
you're
you go. There you
So
go.
they go on the PC for a reason. So they must see they're not making no money.
And I
they are
literally,
going to PC for a
There's
reason.
a reason they're doing it, Bond. They
I
wouldn't just do it just to do it.
I swear you guys must be deaf. I
I'm-
literally said, I literally just said that don't they have a new president right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
I literally said they're going to PC because they're going to get nice, quick, short-term numbers. And that's exactly what you want to do as a new president. You want to get you want to boost immediately. I'm the shit. Look at my problem. I'm saying, yes, it's going to be good short-term, but in the long term, I think it'll be a detrimental move.
I don't think they're gonna. First of all,
I
let
get
me
his point. I get your point.
let
on
me
that.
just say this. I want everybody to stop saying day and date. I hate that term. It sounds dumb as shit. It's day one. Just say day one. Stop saying day and date. Okay. I don't think PlayStation 5 games are gonna be on PC day one. I don't think. I still doubt
I
that.
don't even believe that.
I still doubt that they will ever do that, right? It's possible, but I doubt it. I think that they're still going to be releasing PlayStation 5 exclusives that you can only play on PlayStation 5, and then at earliest, a year later, it's going to come to PC. For those who want to wait, PC gamers are weirdos and are used to waiting. So they'll wait.
There's nothing wrong waiting for a superior product. My problem is when people wait for an inferior product and they say, "Oh, because it's portable."
He's talking about Nintendo people.
Here we go with this.
I
You know
know.
he's going to Nintendo.
But Smooth's list I'm looking at, this list makes complete sense. The reason why there were no Sony games 2000 and 2009 is because Sony wasn't putting out bangers. And Halo 2 and Halo 3 were absolute bangers. And 2010 to 2019, yeah, all you see is a bunch of Halo. I mean, you see a bunch of Grand Theft Autos, Call of Duties, Red Dead, Battle. Yeah, that's standard.
Mario Kart, Breath of the Gods. Come on, Bon.
Breath of the Gods.
And I'm not mad at it because here's the thing.
I'm not either.
I would probably double dip on a lot of these. I might not beat it again because I don't usually beat games over again. But I would definitely buy I would probably beat Bloodborne over again on PC because that's a game where it really could have used 60 frames. You playing 30 frames. Some of these bosses, it was rough.
Any Soul game needs 60 frames.
Yeah, absolutely.
We were literally handicapping it.
Absolutely. We were playing, aside from the actual bosses, we were playing at a disadvantage. And the game, it had frame pacing issues. It went down to like 25 frames. So I would probably beat that again on PC. And
if they put the original Last of Us on PC, I would double dip. And I already beat the game and I'll play it again and beat it. I would not care.
I wouldn't buy it.
I don't think Last of Us on PC is gonna do nothing for it.
Because the collection's already the older game's already 60 frames.
Yeah, I don't think more hurts.
60,
I don't
but it
think
ain't pretty though.
I
It's
don't.
ugly.
But no,
Yeah,
but the thing,
right.
but PC is not going to do that much to the Last of Us.
They're just gonna hack CJ from San Andreas into the game.
Exactly. It's going to be that
That'd be
effect
funny.
where it's going to be low. It's going to be low res textures, just boosted up to 4K, but they're still going to look like 4K low res textures. You get what I'm saying? Like it's
That's
not really
true.
going to do nothing for it.
I'll give you
So
that.
I'm not interested in The Last of Us, but Last of Us 2, I would be interested in that. You
The
know,
crazy thing is, though, if I really wanted to play Horizon, I would have just gone out and bought it. I mean, look, I understand if you want to wait like 6 months to a year for a game. I mean, even PC gamers are doing that with Epic Game things, but like, who really is excited for Horizon to be on PC to play it outside the prospect of more PlayStation games going to PC? You had 3 years to play. If you ain't playing now, I don't understand.
yeah. I mean, that's how I feel about it. I'm like, to me, it's still weird. It's not like it's different if you had a date for a game, like already. That's different. Like, okay, like Neo, right? Like Neo 2. It's coming out, March or something? And I want to wait for the PC version, but I'm bad at waiting. Like, I just want to play a game. But it would be different if I waited for the Neo 2 PC version because I know it's coming, like, sometime next year. These dudes who wanted to play Horizon, you can't say, oh, I was waiting for the PC version. My nigga, we had no evidence that this shit was ever coming to PC. So what were you waiting on?
I wasn't waiting. I
wanna
can't
wait.
do 30
What do you mean
frames.
it's not waiting?
I bought Horizon like 2 years ago on Black Friday, and that's just still
Wait,
never
who
installed.
said it's not waiting?
No, I said it's not waiting because you didn't even know it was coming. At that point, it's not waiting.
Right. I wasn't waiting at that point, but as soon as I heard about it, I was like, wait, what?
You can't wait on something you don't know if it's coming. Like that's
To be fair, some people will gain interest in a game they had no interest in if it's on their platform of choice.
Right,
Which
'cause I'm
is
always on
And
PC.
you know what they call those people? Corporate slaves.
real gamers.
No,
corporate slaves.
I got a PS4 and a PC, and I had an Xbox
Look,
360.
if
I'm
I
definitely
want to
not a
play,
corporate
if
slave.
I want to play a game, I'll get a game. I'm not going to go, oh, now it's on my platform, my corporate slaving platform of choice. Now I'm excited to play it. No, that's stupid.
I'd just rather play it in better performance and quality.
Yeah,
Everybody
I
would.
can't do 30 frames, man. I mean,
But if you're
great, but I
interested in the game, you'll play the game.
Nah,
You're really gonna wait 3 to 4. You literally waited half a generation to play a game.
it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I can't do 30 frames, man. Shit makes me throw up.
Yeah.
See, even the 30 frames thing, I disagree with. Like, I can't do 30 frames on PC, of course, but not that I would ever need to. But to me, 30 frames on PC looks different. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, 30 frames on PC looks different than 30
They don't
frames
have
on
those-
console.
And you
they don't
know
put those
how
little
you know how I
filters
know
in
you
to kinda
guys
cover up the blur.
You know how I know you guys are full of shit?
Let me hear this.
Go ahead.
Who doesn't play games at 30 frames per second?
You?
I have.
And what game did I get day one when it came out?
Say that again?
And what game did I get day one when it came out?
Legend of Zelda.
Exactly. Just goes to show you the point. If you're really into a game, you want to play it, you're gonna play it.
What point did that make, Bond? I bought The Last of Us.
You really think I was gonna let me wait?
Before, and I didn't want to play 30
I really want to play Zelda. Let me wait 3 or 4 years.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a price.
Cool.
But like, man just made just now. But
I question people. I question how much people really care about gaming who say that they can't play at 30 frames. I really question you a little bit.
like,
Hey,
I
man,
never say
like,
I
you know-
can't do it. I don't prefer to.
Yeah, like I got my standards. I don't want to do it. Like I decided a few years ago.
I
I'm
don't
not
think you
doing it
care about
anymore.
gaming that much, my guy.
I do.
So wait, you just game on PC? You just game
Yeah.
on PC? Oh,
I've been gaming on PC since the 90s, man. So like,
That's
Oh,
lame.
you a real.
I don't think
real
you care
PC
about
gamer,
gaming that
man.
much because PC don't got no games. Like, let me give you
Yeah,
the
they
real.
do.
They ain't got no games at
I've
all.
been gaming on PC since '93. So
Whoa. A lot of I
Yeah.
keep telling people a lot of the games that you guys have, like the most anticipated multiplats,
came from
were
PC.
PC games only at that back in the day. So
Yeah,
I
but back in the 90s,
chill
PC games was really trash, like hella trash.
that's
no,
a
it
lie.
wasn't.
Please,
No, it
what?
wasn't.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament,
No, it
Quake,
wasn't.
Doom.
I'm playing Quake 1.
Rise of
Well,
the
you guys
Triads.
just-
What you saying?
You also had like Alphabet Blaster.
Empire.
EverQuest.
EverQuest,
You
right?
said that like these games was heat.
That was
They
a
were hit
that
back then.
was
Like,
a
I used to want them so
whoever
bad.
said
Yo,
that.
I remember I had a
PC
friend.
game-
I remember I had a friend. He got in so much trouble because of that EverQuest game.
Yo,
Yeah.
whoever said that PC game was trash in the 90s is a freaking idiot.
Right,
Trash.
so-
Glory days, man.
Trash.
Yo, back in the 90s, you couldn't even
The PC template.
compare console games to PC
Because
back
there
in
were
the day.
actual PC exclusives then.
Nah, but back in the 90s on console was too though. So in a different.
But I'm saying there were literally games you could not play on consoles.
No one cared on console back in the day.
Oh
like
nobody.
Well, now you got the same games. Now you got the same games on
nobody
PC.
Nobody cared about Quake. Nobody cared about Elder Scrolls. Nobody cared about Grand
We had like
Theft
the
Auto.
voice,
Nobody cared
the
about
buddy
COD.
system.
It was different. It was different. You had the same games now. Back in the day, you had different games.
Yeah, they had
people
two developers.
prefer console games over PC games.
Bro,
back
every game you're literally playing right now started on PC.
Yeah, like so. I definitely don't disagree about the PC back then.
What I'm saying.
PC games now are irrelevant because every PC exclusive now is but yeah, and every PC exclusive now is ant versus houseflies top down. Like that's the game.
I'm gonna just play like an
I mean, they still sell well. Move posted that
games are
PC
amazing.
gaming template. I was dying.
Yeah, because like
Dungeon Crawler.
PC trailers are the most like misleading trailers ever.
Yeah, I don't really like Dungeon Crawler.
And consoles aren't.
No, they're not.
Uncharted 4, the 60 frame one. What
are you talking about?
What's up with that one? The 1080p 60 frame one.
The 60 frame one.
Yeah, for the reveal, Uncharted 4.
No, that was
did they report it at 60 frames?
No, that's on Sony's website, channel.
They reported that. They put it up. I don't remember seeing that. 60 frames Uncharted. I don't remember seeing that.
Like he's on the beach.
I've never heard of that.
You never seen the video clip?
I've never heard of Uncharted 4 60 frame video.
It's 1080p 60 frames. The video is in.
Are you sure?
I've never seen this.
That was on.
It's on their channel.
I've never seen this.
That was on digital.
It's there, man. I can link it to you.
Okay, but okay. Here's the thing, right? That's a trailer. The game still ended up looking like that, even if it wasn't at like 60. You'll see a PC game trailer, right? And it'll be this Hollywood like production level trailer, and then you get the game. It's literally little bitty ants versus houseflies.
Like, you're talking about like an RTS. That's
yes.
Like I didn't see that.
Obviously, you don't play these games, so. I mean,
nobody does.
But I posted a video like that. There was a guy. He was sitting on his controller. I mean, on his mouse, and he just kept clicking. And you seen the thing like going from one square to the next. And then he was like PlayStation, and you saw like dragons flying around, burning shit up. And that's PC. That's the PC.
The last best PC exclusive was probably like Raccoon. Not Raccoon. Fuck it. What's Tycoon? Roller Coaster Tycoon. I said Raccoon. Roller Coaster Tycoon was my shit. That was probably the best last PC game.
Roller Coaster's better. Hey, just to respond to somebody I saw in the chat, they said if PlayStation games come to PC, they'll probably come on the Epic Store and take one buy them. I always said on Twitter, I am waving that white flag.
That's true.
If they come on the Epic Store.
Everybody got their price.
I'm supporting it.
Wait, what? Wait, check what? Wait, hold on.
I'm waving that white flag if they come on Epic Store.
What?
If the Sony games come to Epic Store, I'm waving that flag.
They already started doing that. I think that's where they're going. I think that's how this happened.
I'm gonna make sure it gets the support.
I think that's where Horizon gonna go.
I am gonna make sure
that wouldn't shock me either.
Sony's probably gonna come out with their own launcher.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna use Epic. I think they're gonna use Epic.
Well, hold on though. But Tick, if a game comes on the Epic Store, then it means it'll be on Steam in a month later, right? Then it's Steam.
Possibly.
It hasn't happened yet. I've been waiting.
Oh wait, yeah.
Well, this is the new year, so it probably wouldn't affect.
Nah, but it's been over a year now, and I'm still waiting for certain games to come, and they're not coming.
They haven't
holding like in December.
It's only new games that go there. And they already did that with I think 2 games. So yeah, you're right. It will come to Steam in a month. Unless they just don't plan on putting it there. Sony just might not,
I think y'all wrong about that.
I think their deal build their PC library work with Epic until they get their own launcher on PC.
Yeah, right, exactly. And they're making too much money. I think they're going to keep these games.
And I think Microsoft is going to continue to work with Steam and still try to get people through the Game Pass. But
listen, it is what it is. I'm getting it day one if it comes to PC. That's all I can say.
Y'all don't care about the client, right? I don't know.
Can't be a fraud if you're honest.
I don't care. I don't care. Let's touch on some other stuff. So PlayStation is not going to E3, which means I won't be going to E3. Which means I won't be going to E3, and like E3 to me is like it's not really about Sony. It's more about like my personal selfish. Yeah, it's more about my personal selfish enjoyment. I want them to go to E3 for my personal enjoyment and the competition, to see the competition. It's different being there and seeing them go head to head with Microsoft. It's not the same if everybody's doing their own thing separately. That it contributes to that whole kumbaya. We not at
I need to interrupt
war.
you real quick. Did you see this comment?
Right,
None of those
Omagazio?
Sony games are going to PC and PlayStation fans shoot up Sony's headquarters.
Yeah, I'm about to get him arrested.
Who
I'm
wrote
calling
that?
law.
Oh
Call
man,
it
Who
the
said
law.
that? Who said that?
Those console
Omega,
weirdos.
Zio, and y'all telling me that I'm supposed to bring this man on the platform.
They about to kick your door in, boy. It's a wrap.
Oh, he can't come on Weapon Wheel anymore.
That's
Jeez.
Omega, you be wildin', fam. I be telling you, dog. You gotta relax.
We might get banned from the damn platform.
You gotta relax, bro. But yeah, as I was saying, I wanted them to go for my own enjoyment, and I don't like this. We're not competing. We're only competing with ourselves mentality. All right, that's cool. That sounds cool and everything.
Unfortunately, nobody can compete with them. So
yeah, but so yeah, I won't be going to E3, and they definitely hurting E3 with this. I mean, like I said last year, Sony is the heart and soul of E3. You know,
Yeah.
was I wrong?
Wow.
Was I wrong?
What the guy playing the flute is the heart and soul beat.
I'll say that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you feel about what they show. The numbers prove they the heart and soul of it. The disappointment from the viewers and the fans show the numbers don't lie.
That drunk
Yeah,
old man
but
they
the
dragged off.
fans ain't paying the bills either.
Banjo was the heart and soul.
E3 hustling. They just trying to get their money.
They hustling?
Are the when
Sony
Sony doesn't show up, are the numbers not drastically down? Oh, okay.
I mean, just
Well, it's only
some
been
Sony
one,
fans.
so
Right.
I mean, we don't know yet.
I think they've been at not been at E3 twice, ain't it?
Yeah, this is the second year. This is gonna be the second year.
I thought
wanna know-
this was going to be the third, but okay.
We don't have the numbers
Nah,
for
this
this
is
year.
second. This is gonna be
I
I
the
want
second.
to know. I want to know what's the reason. Like, is it because is E3 charging Sony too much to show their games? or-
Apparently they have beef or something. I heard something about the ESA or something like that.
I'm telling you, they
don't know.
blew
I
through
don't-
their budget. You're buying Insomniac.
Stop this, Smooth.
So don't
Stop
expect them.
this.
They'll be back at E3 in
Smooth,
2020.
stop this.
They blew through that budget, yo.
Stop this, okay? Because Microsoft got all that money and we still ain't seen nothing for it yet. So relax, okay?
Hey man, they don't need all that, man. You know.
I mean, but let's be honest. Is E3 even necessary anymore?
Oh, here we go with this now.
No, I don't think it is.
It's necessary for me.
no,
not for
just
them.
like
It's necessary
for us. Like,
It's
as
necessary
gamers.
until and still like it's necessary until these major announcements start becoming routine year round.
Wait, who
Well,
said that? Was that?
I mean,
Jay got.
Yeah, the reason why I say that because look at Nintendo. They haven't been there in a while, and they're still
No,
doing fine.
Nintendo's still
It
at
has
it.
hardcore
bring that
fans
up.
though. Like people just.
But
wanna buy
like, so
Nintendo
Sony
games.
and Microsoft doesn't have, or in this
No,
case, Sony. doesn't
Nintendo
have?
goes
What?
to E3. They just don't show anything like on an E3 stage.
Right.
Sony's not going at all. Like my nigga, we ain't giving y'all nothing. We not showing our face.
Yeah, they
we
don't
not
got a
doing.
floor space. They don't
Yeah,
got no floor.
we won't be there. You won't see our logo at E3 at all. Not in the presentation, not on the show floor, nothing.
They couldn't even bring back.
Well,
the
that doesn't
Pavilion.
mean
They
that there
trashed.
won't be people there though, because when I went last year, there was some Sony representatives there.
Walking
I
around.
mean, I was
doing-
talking to them, walking
Oh,
around
no,
talking,
man.
but they won't spill no tea. So
It's not like Sony tucking their tails, man. They scared of Xbox or something.
Mhm.
I highly doubt that based off of the presentation. I wasn't impressed last year. So
I mean,
I don't know. They know the
Yeah,
power
but-
of the
but yo,
Xbox.
let
and
me-
they're
let
kind of
me-
scared or something.
well,
I don't know.
Yo, Vic, let me tell you something though, but real quick, right? What you just said. You know when they be walking around like that, they're checking to see like what's going on there because I was trying to explain this and people don't understand it, but when you go to E3 as a company, you have to pay them for that. And E3 started letting the public in there. It's a trade show. So if you paid $1 million and 100 people come on the floor, they come out to see who's coming to the
What games they're gravitating to?
right, like what they're watching. And if they see a bunch of people that just walked in there, that's like nobodies, they're gonna look at that and say maybe this is not worth us doing. So a lot of people don't understand. E3 kind of hurt itself when they opened itself to the public. I've been saying that for a
Especially
while.
when they let them
Yeah.
dirty ass smash.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but that hurt. That hurt.
Yeah,
them.
we don't
I
know how much
why
it
they
co-
did that.
We from what
don't
I
know why they did
understand,
that.
E3 costs a couple millions, maybe into the 10 millions to actually, do all the presentation and everything for everybody. So that's money they're saving by just doing it on their platform. That's
Oh,
what
man.
that's the word.
So
I mean,
They really are hurting from them console sales. Then.
hey,
Yeah, because I was dealing with a company, Bloody. They make keyboards. I was dealing with a company that went there, and they were telling me how much they were spending and shit, and they were getting a little upset about that. They were like, "Yo, a lot of people that's coming here, they're not getting exposure from the money they spent."
Yeah,
There's the people that were coming
They
there.
let all these jabronis in.
Right, and they were like sitting there like, damn, like they felt kind of stupid. They left after the second day.
Exhibitors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, unless you like, a big name, you might not get. You're definitely paying for more than you're getting back.
Somebody said I'm wrong. They broke records. I'm not talking about the amount of people who attended. Y'all dudes swear y'all know everything. I'm not talking about the amount of people that walked in here. I'm talking about the people they let in.
Yeah, he's talking about exhibitors. Like, for example, like you might go to E3 and you'll see an exhibitor, I don't know, showing off like their own VR headset, but nobody will be talking to them.
Right.
Nobody will be like, there'll be no interest in them.
Now that you're bringing this up, I get what you're saying, because when I was walking around, there was people, but like areas like Alienware, they had a big ass space, but it was that many people talking to them. So
right, and that's a lot of money to be there. That's like a lot of money to have that.
Yeah,
space.
like I remember when Drawn to Death was there. That was 2017 or something. Like, and that was when I met Jaffe. I got to play Drawn to Death. The reason I got to play Drawn to Death because there was no line for that shit. Nobody was like checking for Drawn to Death. I mean, I had like the demo I played, but most of the time, like with major games at E3, like you'll have to wait 30 minutes to play a 5-minute demo.
Jaffe is that?
Oh, that was not no 30 minutes.
Yeah, he was here before.
It was not that like waiting in line for Final Fantasy VII. I had to get a ticket to still wait in line.
That's what I'm saying.
And that was like a couple of hours.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't try to play games at E3. That's the mistake.
And then there's private sections where you have to be media to get in, and when you those sections, it's even less people.
Yeah, like,
and that's where they need people to be at, because that's where they get their exposure. That's where they get all of the coverage that they need.
Yeah. So
listen, I gotta say something about Jaffe though, man. Like my man BG just said, he was the only person at your table, and you sitting here trying to roast this podcast, bro.
I got no problem with I got no problem with anything Jaffe said, by the way. Like, he said he's not into the back and forth on podcasts. I'm like, okay. He brought it up twice, though. People want me to like be mad at him and like, yo, he talking crap. Like,
yo, Jackman, where you at? I see you in the chat.
I'm like, bro, people have been talking shit about Weapon Wheel podcast, if y'all haven't noticed, for like 4 years, but they can still quote every single shit we say on here. So I'm not bothered by that.
Is Jack upset?
His team,
his team lost. The Titans lost, and PlayStation games are going to PC, so it's like a double whammy right now.
But
people expect us to be mad at what Jaffe said, but Jaffe be throwing a fit when people be saying things to him.
Yeah, and now people are going to take what I said. People are going to take what I said as in like, a
response, a shot.
Yeah, people are going to take it as a shot to me taking a shot at Jaffe. But listen, they can do what they want. I know they're going to leave this part out. This is not me taking a shot at Jaffe, but Jaffe understands. Like, he said it himself. Like, Drawn to Death wasn't the most successful game. I liked the game. It wasn't like super successful. But people going to do what they want, bro. Like, so. They can twist it. They can twist my words how they want. But remember, people don't watch Weapon Wheel podcast. Remember that. They swear they don't watch it. But they can quote every single thing we say on here, by the way.
This dude Jack said he was asleep. Well, get in here, man. We on the best topic right now.
Jack, he said he was asleep. Damn, he must have cried.
We all man.
Green Bay is down 20-0.
Yeah, they're getting
hell yeah.
Wow.
Tried to choke himself out and just passed up.
Wow. You remember you ever got a, when you was younger, your parents gave you a beating and you cried yourself to sleep?
Jack probably got stuff he knows now.
That's what the Chiefs did to the Titans. Beat that nigga right to sleep. Oh man. Jack, get in here. Stop being a little biatch.
Get on, Jack.
He in the comments.
Yeah, word.
Okay.
All right, so Sony is disappointing us. Microsoft is gonna be there. It's gonna be a one-man show.
And BG, the reason why I think Sony
and they'll still find a way to lose.
Don't worry, Sony will make up for it. They'll be on PC.
Not just that though, but look what happened on was it Instagram? They get like 4 million likes over a photo.
Yes.
So like
Instagram,
whatever it was, like the best type of advertisement is word of mouth. So if they don't show up, they got 4 million.
So all right. So see that's dumb to follow for them. If they're gonna rely just on Instagram likes. So all they got to do is just show up like pictures and see how many likes they get, and that's all y'all need to be satisfied.
No, what I mean is,
remember JPEG Gate with Metroid Prime?
Well, let me
So,
elaborate a little more.
Smooth,
So
you're
they'll have
not
a presentation maybe on
understanding
YouTube or Twitch or something like that. Do it that way, where they're not at E3. They have it at their, like, at their own home office or something, similar to what Nintendo does. And
Yeah,
the
but they
word will
better
get out
not
that
do what
way.
they did last year and not show up at E3 and just start releasing all these trailers and all this crap that week. Because they did that last year. They didn't show up to E3, but they kept announcing and releasing stuff that week.
Like,
Wait, Jay got.
Yo,
Smooth, you're not
honestly believe
understanding.
Sony-
Like Sony's that popular. They
I
just
can't
use
agree.
a
I know,
JPEG to get all that.
do you honestly believe that Sony has good shows outside of E3?
Whoever has a
they're
good show.
right.
No, because everybody keeps saying they have State of Play, they have the PlayStation, they have Tokyo. None of these shows are really good. For
People
Sony.
keep forgetting that they didn't even show up to their own
Who
PlayStation
has
experience
a
the last
good
2
show?
years.
Nintendo Directs. I mean, at least they got that.
Absolutely not.
The rest
Absolutely not.
You guys
Sony
were
getting
sitting
cocky,
here.
man.
You guys were sitting here crying about Nintendo Directs like for oh shit. For how long when the what the hell is that piece of shit called the Wii U was going around?
The Beast
it'll
U. And
change
when they
it.
got here, they were great directs, is what I'm
Right.
saying.
No, they weren't. Stop.
Well, they
None
focused
of-
on the games though, didn't they?
Look,
Like a-
I've been saying since 2012 that E3's been trash, State of Play has been trash, Xbox Direct or what? None of these conferences have ever been good. All these are is. When is the last time anybody's had a conference where you walk away satisfied?
One
Everybody's
of the
always-
PSXs.
Hold on. Bond, nah, we can't listen to Bond. Bond, bro. Bond, we can't take the Bond. You play on PC.
No.
So, like, there's
Why? I've been
there's
saying
nothing for him to
Bond
look forward to at E3. Like, I mean, if I was a PC only like gamer, I'm not gonna be interested in these conference shows.
Smooth. Was I
Okay,
PC
Smooth.
only in 2012?
I don't know. I didn't know you were 2012.
Then you need to be quiet.
Hey, Smooth.
Oh,
like,
man.
I'm just
like
saying.
for me-
I'm just saying, dude. It just
None
like
of these conferences
so
have
I hear
ever
you,
been
but
good.
like
I
for
can't
me,
believe I'm hearing Nintendo
like
Direct
for me,
sound
I
good.
primarily play on PC, but I still buy the console though, just in case a game comes out that
Right.
meets my standards. I'll go ahead and play it.
Right.
what's your standard? Don't mind me asking.
Well, I want 60 frames at least, bare minimum. We'll come to that.
BG will tell you for the longest we've ever done web. Bond, you gonna watch it? No. Did you watch it? No. Don't watch none of this crap.
Yo, E3 is dope, man. Like
US not
the
really-
wackest
never been,
E3
so
was
we don't get
last
experience.
year. That's the only thing. Yo. Last year was trash watching it.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to this E3 is corny thing. I think E3
Me
is
neither.
fire. Like the
Trash.
concept of E3 is always fire and will never change. But the execution is what can be corny sometimes.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just not so many. It's not as many games as it used to be back. So I think that's. I don't know. It's not as many titles.
I think one of the PSXs were good. I can't remember what year that was
I think
though.
it's the
But
first one they did, right? The
yeah,
first
it's
one.
probably the very first. After that, it was trash.
Yeah.
And then what make E3 suck is like you'll see like a nice trailer or some gameplay, then that joint say like it'd be like 2017 you watch it, it'd be like coming in 2019. Like,
Yeah.
come on. like
The window, the recent window is like ridiculous.
I hate that.
I guess we that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. There are morons who bought this game, and I'm gonna call out Kofi because he's the one we know. Like I don't know anybody else in the community who bought
Jay
Dragon Ball Z.
Bari.
Bari is that's my guy, but he's an anime. What do you call?
A weeb.
A loser.
He thinks Jump Force is good. That's all you need to know.
What?
I think he likes Jump Force. If I'm not mistaken, Jay Bari, he likes Jump Force.
Yeah.
What?
That's all you need to
Why?
know.
I see people that like that game. I don't understand why you wouldn't like it. The only problem I see is just everybody shares the same health. And that's annoying. But
Jump
other than
Force
that,
is
the
kind of
game,
cheesy. It's kind of cheesy.
It's not a real
I mean,
fighting game.
I don't like
it's
it.
like Xenoverse and
It's kind of cheesy.
Wait, what you
Tenkaichi.
No. It's you talking about
It's-
Jump Force?
It's not like Xenoverse. It's like Xenoverse, but it's more cheesy.
Oh, you're talking about Kakarot, Dragon Ball
I'm
Z
talking about
Kakarot.
I'm talking about the Jump Force.
Jump Force.
No,
game.
Jump Force is nothing like those games because Jump Force literally just they are preying on people who are who
like
Back
anime.
body drop?
they're preying on people who are hype about their favorite anime characters crossing over. That's it. There's no other.
Cash grabbing?
Yeah, there's nothing else the game offers besides, hey, Deku or whatever this little midget name is, him and Vegeta are in the same game. Oh my god, I love both of those characters. That's literally all the game offers. Nothing else.
Can we talk about how overrated
Who is Deku?
I don't know.
You mean
My Hero
Deku?
Academia?
Whatever.
Deku,
I don't watch this weirdo
Put you
shit.
in the name, man. Come
Can
on,
we
man.
talk? Can we talk about how overrated that?
Holy shit.
What was that, Bond? You went out.
Yeah, you cut out.
Can we talk about how overrated that Deku fight was?
That fight was dope, man. What you talking about?
No.
I had to watch that shit like 3 times.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Listen, I don't watch these weirdo shows y'all talk about. So
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Okay, yeah, but you play Crash Team Racer, so I don't
oh, that was a reach.
Wow.
Did you sprain your arm with that reach, or are you good?
You already used that joke against me, BJ. Come on.
Yeah, it still applies.
Okay.
Stop reaching.
A lot of
All
anime
right, I was a touch of nerve.
nowadays.
Anyway.
Whoa, what?
At least Haku is back.
Anyway, I don't know why anybody would buy Dragon Ball Kakarot. I was just looking at the gameplay. They're saying it's a Dragon Ball Z RPG, but it plays like other Dragon Ball Z games, except they give you a menu. But it plays exactly the same as an action game.
Don't forget the farming side quests.
Right? Okay, Goku can stick his tail in the water and catch fish. Ooh.
There's a part in between the fights where
you gotta hunt. You gotta hunt deer and stuff.
Ooh,
and you
yeah.
gotta like run around talking to people to get your missions and stuff.
I do agree with
Jump
Fresh
Force does that,
Ingredient.
though, right?
Intercepted Niners.
If you want to play a Dragon Ball MMO, just play Dragon Ball Global Online.
I do agree
It's in
with
Korea.
Fresh Ingredient.
What-
My Hero definitely is running out of steam.
What is Bond talking about?
He's talking about the game or something. I think I'm not sure.
But yeah,
There's a football game on.
by the way, Metacritic gave it's like a 78 on Metacritic. By the way, yeah, this like people are acting like it was gonna have these deep RPG mechanics. It hasn't. Virtually none. Like this is not an RPG. Just keep it real and say you're a big dummy and you like to play the Dragon Ball Z story. Just say you
I'm
like to
just
play.
trying to figure out how many Dragon Ball games do we need? Because I stopped on Fighter Z, and I'm perfectly happy with that.
That's what
I've never owned a
They're not going to get better than the Budokai series.
I've
Exactly.
never owned a Dragon Ball game ever because we already know how it begins, middles, and ends.
That's why I said you're a big dummy. Just admit that you like to play Dragon Ball Z games over and over again,
Actually,
even
I
though they're the
take
same
that
thing.
back. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, because that's a fighting game. That's actually a fun
Yeah,
game.
and that they
That's
get.
a very fun game.
Yeah,
Hey, BG, what's your opinion about that game?
It was
by the
so
way?
fun that somebody.
I think I'm sure it's a good game according to what people report.
A lot of people don't understand what was being said about this bad game, but it's just more of the same. It's a repetitive game. You've played it before. You've seen it before. That's what people are saying about it. Like
Same
people think
story.
it's
like-
getting bashed. Like, oh, it's terrible. It's not that. It's the same game over and over and over.
Yeah, like how many times are you fascinated by, special beam cannons going through two niggas and like, bro,
We might as well put this in the same category as Call of Duty games if you think about it.
at least those have a different story though.
That's
At least those have a different story.
Don't agree with that at all. Yeah, what BG said, but they should just focus on Super or something, or go from Z to Super.
No, they should just stop in
You know what
general,
they should do? You know what they should do if they're gonna do a game? Can we start at original Dragon Ball?
Ew.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's
what
what
they
we
need
need,
to
actually.
do. The original Dragon Ball has the best, might not have the best fights, but has the best story.
There was
When he was a kid now,
no, there was a Game Boy one that explored that part. I can't
But
remember the name of it.
he
but-
wasn't a kid the whole time in Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
He was a kid, then he was a teenager, then he became an adult. I'd like to see the whole story. Everybody loves Gohan's coming of age story, but y'all just want to see transformations and yellow hair, and you don't care about
laser
Dragon
beams
Ball.
and some I think I saw a report saying that they're like the way they made parts of the story in this game. They're trying to make Goku look like a better father than he actually is.
Oh God!
Because we all know Piccolo raised Gohan, so they're like trying to get rid of that stigma he has.
Yeah, let's be real. Goku a straight up nigga.
Wow.
He's an absentee father, bro. Like the biggest absentee father in that universe.
Yep.
Which is ironic because people actually say Piccolo is the black character of that show.
He is.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
So they make him green.
yeah.
It's like that in a lot of animes. Like the off-color character, usually the black person.
Yep.
Oh, so they really took the color thing.
It's looked at as that as a viewer.
We think
I guess,
that
you know,
in
it's no
America,
intention,
but in Japan, it's not the intention or anything.
yeah, it's not the intention.
Y'all just so hungry for somebody to be black in My Hero. Now Lockdown or whatever. Oh my God, Lockdown's the best character in My Hero.
And I think Dragon Ball Z as a story, like, you know what I really hate about Dragon Ball Z, like how much they focus. They didn't focus on any other characters eventually except Goku and Vegeta. I'm like, are there no other characters in this show? I could have sworn
it fell off hard, man.
I could.
Who would you want them to focus on, BG?
I mean, can
Dragon Ball focused on so many characters?
Yeah, but none of them. Eventually, their progression just ended. Like after Piccolo became a Super Namekian, right? Did he ever go through some type of transition like Vegeta or Goku did?
Nope. He had his thing in Dragon Ball.
Kami.
Exactly, that was it. That happened during the Cell Saga.
Isn't that exactly what BG just said?
Like, at least even though I watch other animes casually, I can see the surrounding cast has a story arc in those shows. Even though like I said, I'm casual. I watch Naruto. And there's a lot of fucking ninja in that show, and they all have like at least some type of story arc of them getting stronger. The nigga with the eyeball in the middle of his head, the nigga that does the Wolfgang fist, the motherfucker's been the same since Frieza.
That's all addressed in Dragon Ball, though.
No, it's not.
Most of it is King Piccolo.
They just got beat out and they just started sucking.
Krillin is the same. He's just a bald family man now. Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit is.
And I don't know how that android pussy be feeling.
Hey. But they said they were humans at first, so I don't know.
Still,
I know.
Yeah, it sucks. Anybody who bought Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, you're a dummy. I said it.
Jimmy, didn't you buy it?
Nah,
he did.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's locked to 60 frames on PC and what, 1080p?
1080p is locked up. They're waiting for an update, or you have to know how to hack it. Shout out to them for that, because of course on PlayStation Pro it's 1440p, and on Xbox One X it's 4K. So shout out to PC for having the lowest resolution out the box.
Hey man, whoa!
I'm pretty sure somebody already fixed it though.
Definitely the creators' fault.
Unless you want to hack it, because that's what they're telling you have to do.
Hack?
That is the developer's fault. That is not the PC.
Yes, it is the developer's fault. But shout out to PC for having the lowest resolution out of all the platforms.
They feel like coding for all those damn different PCs.
What's the
resolution issue out there right now?
Jimmy,
yeah.
What's the frame rate on consoles?
The frame rate on console is 60. Why?
No, it's 30.
I thought it was 30.
They said it was 30.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, my fault. I thought he meant PC.
Yeah.
Well, you just answered your own question. You're a dumbass.
Okay, so it's a trade-off. There you go. Shout out to
you're a
PC
dumbass. I guess they couldn't properly code 60 frames per second on PC.
They just treated the PC version like a console, though. If you think about it, they gave you one resolution and one freaking frame rate. They gave you one setting.
Smooth. You playing on welfare straight up.
FPS.
Oh my god. There's like fuck these.
Paid $500 for a console to play at 30 frames per second.
Yeah, but I'm gonna spend another 100. I'm gonna spend another 500 this fall too.
And you spent $2,000 on a PC to get 1080.
Hold on, you're talking about me.
Some people spend 600 on a PC. What do you mean?
Yeah, you're not getting 1080p or 60.
You know I don't be spending tons of money on hardware.
Yeah, but you don't play no games anyway, though, so it's cool.
Well, that's cool. I bet you I beat more games this year than you so far.
Yo, Bond, no, you're not. You're never gonna beat more games than me. Be quiet.
That's because at the end of the year, you're like, well, Double Dragon 2 and Double Dragon 3.
Like you, Mega Man,
Double Dragon
Man from the womb, Mega Man from. Yeah.
This guy should be
I learned from the best. I learned from the best, baby.
Oh, stop, Jimmy.
Uno.
This I beat Uno.
Learn from the best, baby.
We mentioned it, but I just want to bring it up. The top selling games for the last 2 decades. So, oh shit, hold on. One screen. Yeah, this list is a little bit disappointing in my opinion because, only because like it just to me I think it shows that gamers aren't giving some other games chances, I guess. Like there's a lot of games that like people are really just I think there's really people out there that only believe Call of Duty exists as games. Like I really believe that they don't know other games exist.
Multiplayer is funner than single player. Sorry. And you get more time out of playing multiplayer than single player. You beat a game and then you're done with it.
I mean, I agree.
Whatever. So that's probably why. Like that's why y'all say I don't play the games. I play games. It's just mostly multiplayer games. I have more fun playing those. So that's why I get that's how I feel.
Like, are there gonna be like any new games that become household names? Because like, what's something new that became a household name that like everybody knows about?
Fortnite.
PUBG.
Fortnite, yeah, there was Fortnite. Not PUBG. PUBG is not a household name.
Yeah, it was before Fortnite came out.
No, it wasn't.
Now everybody
No, it wasn't.
they forgot.
No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about
I'm
talking about you walk into a random house that may have a
Oh
console.
yeah, because kids.
Yeah,
Right.
and they know about PUBG. They're not gonna know about no PUBG. They absolutely know Fortnite though.
Yeah, Fortnite.
And yeah, a lot of games just aren't getting no attention. Casuals, I guess, man. Casuals.
These people aren't into RPGs. Not really. They rather have shooters.
Yeah, I ain't into no RPG. We already had that.
Yeah.
But the thing with a shooter, you can just hop
RPGs
in for about 10
RPGs
minutes.
have been
and
selling
bounce, so.
well lately.
Like the only RPG I play is an MMO RPG because I have more fun on those. But again,
Which one
that's
is
still
that?
multiplayer. As you see, so it's
RPGs have been selling well lately, though.
you said which MMOs?
Yeah,
no, I
which
said
one?
RPGs have been selling well.
No,
But I asked which MMOs you playing.
MMOs are just for straight up losers.
Stop it. I used to
like-
I
I mean, like, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. But like, I've been playing them for
Straight
like at
up
least 2
losers.
decades.
I mean,
I'll
I don't
never play. Yo, my one roommate in college, I remember. Yo, he would wake up, play this shit. He would go to bed at like 4 a.m. I'd wake up for class at like 8:30. I'm like, damn, you're up early. He's like, oh, I never went to bed.
yeah, it's fun.
The fun games, though. I mean, I don't know,
like
fun.
I used to be the same. I used to clown like MMORPGs, and then like my friends got me playing RuneScape back
were
in
losers.
04. And then
I
was
started
like,
with
I
EverQuest.
got started on RuneScape and I got hooked. And then I went on to Guild Wars and we played that. And then that's when I eventually went over to World of Warcraft. Played that for like about 4 or 5 years.
Losers.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's definitely loser status.
No,
I don't-
JRPG people have waifus, like video game characters they beat their meat to. And
They're
love
weirdos too.
That's even more of a loser.
Yeah,
than
I
like
don't
a
know
lot
that.
of RPG
You
players.
call them waifus?
Yeah, ain't that what they are?
Listen,
Waifus.
yeah, bro, there's a clear connection and crossover between people that like anime and people who are pedophiles. I'm sorry, but like we've proven this.
JRPGs,
No, I won't say like anime. I'll say love anime.
Yeah, and I'm not saying people who watch anime are pedos, but if you follow me on Twitter,
Close enough.
if you follow me on Twitter, you know I'm not just like generalizing. We see this. Like I randomly click on people's profiles who have anime characters as their avies, and then you click on their profile and it's a whole bunch of pedophilia.
They need to ban anime from Twitter.
It's like mad pedophilia on their freaking profile. I'm like, bro, this is not just like generalizing no more. A lot of you are weirdos. Something's wrong with y'all. There was one that was like real brazen about it. He was like just straight up saying like, yeah, I love kids and like, you know, I want to date. Like, bro. And
How the hell you be coming across these profiles? I have
They're
not.
everywhere.
Come across
Searching
those.
them.
Hey man, it's easy, bro.
Dang.
Like
They need to ban anime from Twitter.
it's usually because
What? I wouldn't say that.
No, I would.
in Japan, like they sexualize little kids, man. You know they got the weird little pedophilia thing over there, like the age of consent is like what 12 or some shit over there.
I think
14.
I usually come across them because someone usually retweets something they said because there's like an argument, and I think the argument is usually about a PC game or something like that. So yeah, there's a crossover between PC gamers, anime weirdos, and pedophilia. There's a connection there. That's all I'm saying. There's a connection there.
Hold
Okay.
on, whoa. A lot of them play consoles. Sure.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I work with a bunch of nerds, bro. And a lot of them be on consoles. They like them
I'm
anime.
just saying, bro,
little
like-
girls.
Y'all, PC gamers, y'all got a whole lot one. That's y'all people.
Nah, G, we're not gonna do that.
Y'all got a whole lot one. Because here's the thing, a lot of the dudes with the anime abbies, they actually hate like PlayStation specifically.
That's a lie, boy. On my PSN, a few of the friends I have on there, a lot of them have anime pictures of little girls. What are you saying?
The point is, it's a problem. A lot of weirdos out here, bro.
Hey,
I'm
only
glad I
people
don't come
haven't
across
seen
those
weirdos on
profiles.
Xbox.
I wish I didn't. There's a rumor that the Order 1886. Well, there's a rumor of a Order 1886 sequel at all, and that it could be coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox, which I don't believe like really any
And
part of this
PC.
rumor. I don't believe like. Well, I think an Order sequel is possible, but I don't necessarily believe it, and I definitely don't believe it's going to Xbox. That's less believable because I do think Sony still owns the rights to that. Yeah, Sony owns the rights to that.
But they don't own the studio, no, right?
No, they just own the rights.
Has that studio made any other game besides that?
Yes.
The Order?
They made some weirdo back alley abortion game that nobody bought.
Oh shit.
It was I forgot what it was
arena
called.
popper type game.
Yeah, it was like you played as a little blob of you played as a blob. I don't know.
D-Blob? They made that game D-Blob?
No, it wasn't the blob.
Oh.
You played as another blob. And it was like some
You were trying to
side
bounce each other off the
project.
cliff or something like that.
Yeah, it was like some small side project. That was the game they made. They might have made some VR stuff. I don't remember.
Yeah, I hate when the studios do that shit. They'll
Yeah.
make something with crazy potential and then go and make some bullshit like right after.
Kind of like Rareware
Well, what are you talking about?
and Obsidian.
Well, Obsidian.
Hey.
The thing, yeah, about that. But we're gonna see something else from them, so
We hope.
I'm not even worried about that. So.
You see that frame rate? He must be playing this on console.
It might be.
It looked like the 360 version, though.
Yeah, because look at the icons. You can see the
Yeah.
X icon. It's either PC or the or
He said PC.
no, because you can use your controller on. So
Yeah,
it's one of those, but it's probably
because the quality trash.
yeah.
Probably Xbox.
If it's Xbox, it's 360, but it's probably PC.
Uh,
don't think it
Xbox
matters.
One. Basic.
Was this a cross-gen game? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Was it on PS4?
Smooth
Evil
always
Within.
Smooth always got excuses.
I know Evil Within 2. That's current gen. I can't remember. This might have been cross-gen. I can't remember. I don't know. The fire game though.
I don't think it was. I'm looking at it right now.
I can't wait to hear the excuses come next generation for any console.
Man. What else?
Yeah, it was cross gen. It came on PS3 360.
Okay.
Attack on Titan, greatest anime. That anime has been getting a flack for their imperialistic nature, killing of Jews and all kinds of craziness.
Some rapid fire topics. They added a 3v3 mode in Call of Duty.
It's fire.
Joker. They revealed a Joker trailer for Mortal Kombat. Spider-Man 2 rumored to be coming out in 2021 with a bigger map. You can explore Queens and Brooklyn and also play as both Miles and Peter.
I'm cool with that.
Picking it up on PC, Tick.
Oh,
You know it.
you're going to have to wait a whole year if they come out, though.
Oh man, I could probably do that. You know?
I'm excited for Spider-Man. What else we got? PlayStation had the PlayStation Year in Review that they sent out for everybody who wanted to check their stats. That I only had like 800 hours of gaming on PlayStation.
You know what's funny about that stat? I had some anime weirdo talking about, oh, I bet you're gonna retweet and make more comments looking up Sony's dick. And I'm like, okay, let me find my PlayStation year-end review. Do you know I didn't even qualify for the year-end review? Because if you don't have at least 10 hours, it won't even make one for you.
and here's the thing.
Well, shit.
And here's the thing, right? I didn't really have 800 hours like playing different games. Y'all know I still play Marvel vs. Capcom with the community that's there. So like I had like 800 hours. Like 750 of them were probably Marvel vs. Capcom, I think. And the rest was Days Gone, which I played for like 40 hours and put it down because it was trash and I couldn't take it no more. So yeah, I really didn't play any games on PlayStation last year. There was nothing to play on PlayStation last year. What I'm gonna play? Days Gone and Death Stranding? Hot trash.
Medieval.
How you gonna call somebody an anime weirdo, Bond, and you watch anime?
Because I'm not an anime. Do you see me posting pictures of half-naked children?
I don't know what you do off the internet, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do outside of here.
Anybody who loves anime is a freaking weirdo. First of all, pretty much any anime that isn't sports related sucks anyway.
See, I don't watch anime at all, so I can say that.
There's some good ones that aren't sports related, like Death Note and things of that nature. But
I asked the question, like, why does it seem like it is nerd culture to like anime? Like every nerd you typically run into like has to be into anime.
But you know what also kills me, right? Here's what really kills me.
It's like I write a passage. Like you can't be
this is another one of my white people issues because I feel like white people ruin anything.
Oh,
compare the difference of white people that are obsessed with anime to black people.
Oh,
black people will make that shit look cool, but white people will be making that shit look super cringe.
Yeah,
like I be watching RDC World 1 and like those videos are funny.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
You don't see black people with like these body pillows and shit like that, like these white kids do.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Like, RDC World makes like funny jokes out of animes and stuff like that, but other dudes, man, it's not a good look.
I could never get into anime because I was always like, why watch a cartoon with like murder and stuff in it when I can watch a real movie?
Do you play 2K?
I got into 2K. I used to live in Japan, so I got.
Do you play 2K?
No, I haven't bought a 2K since 2K15.
Well, that's pretty recent, so I gotta dismiss your claim then.
That's funny.
You're playing video game basketball.
I mean, I don't know how to. I'm bad at playing basketball in real life, so that's why I play video games.
Well, that's why you need to get outside and practice.
Nah, man, I practice all the time, and I was embarrassed because like people was looking at me, and they was laughing. They was like, "Oh man,
that's why you need to practice to get better."
Nah, man, I got had to get that up, man.
That's what anime is all about. The dorky kid rising up.
Yup.
Right.
Not always.
It is a lot about the outcast being accepted because of his will to fight.
And that's why losers like it, because they feel like they're like, look, you know why Naruto is one of the most popular shows ever? Because it stars an outcast trying to make friends with people that don't like him, who are also other outcasts. Shikamaru, a loner outcast.
Sounds like this podcast.
Hinata, a shy outcast. Sakura, the little girl who's an outcast because the boy she likes doesn't like her, an outcast. Neji, the prodigy, outcast. Sasuke, in a way, outcast.
So what you're saying is anime is inspiration for losers.
Exactly,
Okay.
100%.
Got you.
I'm a big ass loser then.
But the only reason why that translates well into sports is because sports is an actual real journey. You don't just come into a sport being the man. You don't just come into the sport being LeBron James or Michael Jordan right away. It's a natural progression of practice and work to get better.
I think I'm different. So I first saw anime back when I was a kid, and like my whole thing that wowed me about anime back then was like it was a cartoon that was an adult style cartoon. Like I was 11 years old, saw Vampire D and Fist on the North Star, and it was like cool. But like these series and stuff, like I watched Dragon Ball only because I saw it when I was a kid. But as I got older, like I couldn't care anymore about any of the animes. Like I tried to watch them, and I could make like 3 episodes in, and I got bored and just stopped watching.
Hey BG, can I send Nev the link? He wants to murder you real quick.
Damn, am I like the only one that watches anime?
Contra, I watch it a lot.
I watch it,
So
but like
you're not alone.
The things I watch right now are Ace of Diamonds, basically sports.
Uh,
Because I watch all sorts, like
Same here.
Food Wars. Food Wars is the shit.
I did see Food Wars on Adult Swim last night. I was kind of binging it. It was kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
it's pretty cool.
The only thing I watched
Country Now alone, I watch a variety as well.
I don't feel the need that they have to be like nutting and busting nuts all day while they're cooking food, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only anime I watched all the way through recently was Death Note. And that's because I watched I watched the Netflix. I watched the Netflix movie
You
first.
really watched it?
Oh, God.
I did.
What?
I was like,
Pause. You watched the movie before you watched?
I watched the movie first, and I was like,
Why?
yo, I feel like I did the anime people a disservice. So I was like, you know what, to make up for it, I'm gonna watch the whole anime. And I watched the whole anime like all the way through.
Yeah, it's on Netflix still, isn't it?
I don't know, it was when I was watching all the way through.
Well, what you think?
You shouldn't ask me that question.
Death Note is even if you don't like anime, everybody would like Death Note.
I like the story of the I like the way the story was on the anime, how everything went from the beginning to the end. But I like the way the killings were on the movie more because they were like more vicious, like Final Destination killings instead of just people having heart attacks the whole time. So it was a little bit more interesting when it came to that.
Testing.
Right.
Well, all I gotta say is this, and I'm not even like I'll flat up admit it though. If I had a Death Note, corporate slavery would come to an end real quick.
This
Well, shoot. Well, what about Full Metal Alchemist?
Brotherhood.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The
Brotherhood only.
Best. Yeah.
Never could get into it. I used to watch the intro to one of the ones back in the day. Just a song was funny.
Nev, it wasn't me, bro. I'm just saying.
Is he still? He said he's coming.
Wait, he's here.
What does he have? What does he have a problem with? I didn't even say anything about animes. all I said was animes. All I said was I said I said Dragon Ball has poor character development.
No, I just wanted to throw you under the bus real quick.
It's loser animation. I mean, it's for losers. Right?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
How's it going? I don't even know where to start. But
oh man,
I guess
sounds like your Jimmy's all riled up.
Hang on. The first thing I think I'll say is that you guys largely watch one genre of anime and then have the gall to comment on the entire medium. You guys have been talking about Dragon Ball, Hero Aka. I'm not sure what else Demon Slayer. I see people saying in the chat, and then you think that's all.
Any of those.
No. Hang on. You were talking about Deku. No, first of all, be quiet. Hold on. Bon, you were talking about Lock Rock earlier. You were definitely talking about Hero Aka. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I was talking about My Hero.
Yeah, that's what I said. Hero Aka.
He is enthusiastic about this.
But my point is, you guys are literally only watch shows from one genre and then extrapolate that to the entirety of the medium. Earlier you were saying that you think that Death Note is a good anime. There are tons of series like that. There are things
I disagree.
Hold on. Hold on. Do you know what Psycho Pass is?
Yeah, I don't think that's similar to Death Note.
What's Psycho Pass about?
I mean, I've only watched one episode of it.
What's it about?
It's not about a guy in a book.
No. Answer the question.
Okay, then explain it to me because I only got through one episode. Put it down.
Okay, so you don't know what it's about, but you comment on the medium in its entirety. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
What it was about.
Exactly. Like, why are you even trying to act like you know what it is?
Look, I watched one episode of Death Note and I knew exactly what.
That's not even enough.
Yvonne, you didn't even ask. What's Vagabond about?
I'm asking you to explain it.
No, because this is making my point.
I'm saying I can't explain it. Explain it to us.
Okay, so if you can't explain it, if you can't explain what the show's about, don't talk about the medium in general. If I'm watching this Packers and Niners game and I've never seen football before in my life, would I come on and tell you what the best tactics in football are?
I don't think you would, Nev.
So what are you watching right now, Nev?
What's that?
What are you watching right now?
What am I watching? This season just started. I'm only watching Railgun, but last year I watched pretty much everything that came out.
Everything.
Yeah.
Smoke you, Bond.
And again,
he's very passionate.
My thing was not that just most anime is garbage. I said anime fans in general are freaking weirdos.
Oh, so
you generalize it.
Hold on.
That's like saying all black people are murderers and thieves.
No.
The entire medium?
Because anime. aren't a race of people.
Okay. So hold on. Let me
You're
just
generalizing.
no.
though.
Hold on. Let me flip this on your back on its back. Then hold on. There are
Ooh,
multiple.
pause.
Oh my god.
There are multiple people on this podcast who throw out gay slurs every single week. And
Never me,
I
never
don't-
me, Nev. Never
That
me.
would not be me. This is my third time
I'm
here.
not going to name names on the podcast because those people know who they are. They've said it
Hardy's
on
not
this
here
podcast.
anymore.
I'm not going to. Oh,
Hardy's
hold on.
not here anymore.
I'm not even talking about Hardy. I'm talking about people who are in this podcast right now will say the slurs.
Well,
I'm not going to extrapolate that.
name
Wait,
names.
how do we go from anime to like gay
Because
slurs?
I
I'm
need
confused.
to name
Make a point.
It's,
My
it's the
point
same thing,
is,
Contra.
my point
Let him
is
talk.
that I'm not going to take some of the egregious stuff that I see from a small percentage of a population and then extrapolate it to
Are
the
you
entire media.
serious?
They're manga.
Listen
There are manga that sell, hundreds of millions of copies over their lifetimes, and because you interact with a few hundred people on Twitter, like this is the definition.
The
of
entire Twitter of anime sphere is a disease.
You follow
what?
Nev
A
Bond?
disease that needs to be killed.
How is it?
Damn, he said killed. Okay.
Wait, how is it?
Damn.
To be killed. Hold on.
It's a
Explain this to
disease
me.
Of losers that draw half-naked little freaking hentai lolicon stuff.
Okay,
that needs to
perfect
be
example.
killed.
Okay, so you're saying that lollies are, the lolly population of anime is bad. Okay, so
Are
what if
you
I said
saying
that? No, hold on. I agree with you. I don't watch that stuff. But my thing is, my next question would be, should video games be,
So I'm the guy that said you need a
because there's
license
some-
to play. I said you should have to get a license to play video games. Remember, I'm that guy.
Sure, but my question is because there are games that are basically like lolly or that basically have lollies.
And
Are
I
there
said
not?
all those
Right?
games. Should
Okay, so should video games as a whole be destroyed because there's a
Uh-oh.
small population of video games that you don't think should exist? That makes absolutely no sense.
I've been on the forefront saying all these weirdo ass anime games should be banned.
No, but
Exactly.
you're
So,
pointing
okay,
out one sector
so,
of a fan base
exactly.
and trying to use
if
that as a
that
whole.
sector of games should be banned, should you not apply that same logic to the anime and manga that exist instead
No.
of saying, well, they should all go? Okay, so then
should
if
we
that's-
kill you, Bob?
Yeah. If that is
I just said they're
I don't
weird.
understand. Like this is like Olympic level mental gymnastics that you're going through because you're
you
applying
know what's
one set of
Olympic-
rules for one thing.
Olympic-
And
You
another
know
set
what's Olympic level?
Bob watches
gymnastics?
anime, so y'all kind of going.
and you watch it,
This
and
is
you
somebody-
watch it, which makes
This
no
is
sense.
somebody getting really sensitive right now.
No,
over something that
I'm not getting.
Because
I'm not
I'm
getting
just
sensitive.
going
I'm
out
having a laugh because this
kill
is funny.
everybody.
This
But
is
here
just,
you are wanting to jump in a podcast.
Mhm.
Feelings hurt.
What are you talking about? I'm here every week. I always watch. I'm a
Oh.
fan, Bond.
No, I'm talking about you jumped in here
What?
to air your emotional grievances.
I'm not. No. Hold on. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
air my emotional grievance. I'm just trying to point out like the cognitive dissonance that you and each
These
are
words are fire, by the way.
Shut up, Jimmy.
But
I would never on
anyways,
this one.
I don't want to take up your time. I'm gonna head out. Take
Bro,
care,
no
fellas.
other fan bases out here posting pictures of underage naked girls. Period.
People don't do that for.
Bruh,
End of
I
discussion.
watch anime. I don't do that
People
shit.
that
End
for
of
video game-
discussion.
Wait, but don't people do that for video game characters, Bond?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Should we get rid? Come
Persona
on now.
fans.
Come
Persona
on now.
fans.
Are you-
Persona's an
Yeah,
anime.
anime. It's anime.
No,
Exactly.
it's a video game
What?
first.
It is an anime game.
That's
Is
an
it not a
anime
video game?
style, yes.
Hold on.
Hey,
Wait,
guys, no,
wait,
there's no way it's
Wait,
not. It is an anime.
wait.
Okay,
But
hold on.
Vaughn,
So what about
wouldn't you be part of that fan base though?
I know that
Me?
this is what I don't understand.
Yes.
Was it like Persona 5?
I don't
play
post
video
some
games.
stupid shit like that.
Yeah, but
I
you're
like
still part of the
Persona.
Yes,
fan base.
Bond. No one is saying that we should get rid of all video games because people post lewds of video game characters.
No, I'm just saying
If
we
you
should
have a
get rid of
problem
all
with
the
that-
losers.
Sure, if you want to get rid of that specific segment of the population, that's a fair point to make. I'm not really arguing that. But to
That's
say
my-
that an
that's my
entire
point.
hold on, there are like lewd novels that get written here in the West. Should we have no more books? Obviously not. My point is that if you have a problem with a certain segment of a population, that isn't a justification to get rid of the entire medium. Otherwise, we wouldn't have
No.
art at all.
I said just to ban anime people on the internet. Period.
But why? Because there are
Why?
people who
Because
have-
they post underage porn.
Sure. No, but there are also people in the anime community who have constructive discussions
well,
on Twitter all the
no.
time.
I feel as though the anime and the gaming community are both like basically
They're
one
both
and the
the
same.
worst communities imaginable.
This, okay.
Get rid of all of them.
Oh god! All right,
But you get rid of you, Bond?
I know. So, Bond, do you think that you should not have a voice on the internet, despite the fact that you're
I
part
do,
of?
but I don't
Okay.
think I should have a voice that fantasizes over 5-year-old girls.
No one's disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying if there are people in the gaming community that are toxic, does
They
that
should
mean
be banned.
yes? But does that mean we should get rid of gaming
All
in general?
gamers
We
as a
might
whole.
need to
Oh my god! All
for the
right.
better society.
Yo,
All right,
Bond is
we
Hitler. Bond is definitely
might need
Hitler right
to.
now.
You left?
I'm gonna sound like Bond has no argument on this.
He left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bond
No,
is,
look, I'm about getting rid of all the fuck shit in the world. Like I said, if I had the Death Note, corporate slavery, all this shit would be gone. It'd be gone, period.
Bond won genocide.
K-pop the worst.
Hey,
Yeah, I
man.
wanted to get Nev before you left. Yo, Nev, stop snitching.
This damn soft ass world where people are posting pictures of a little girl. Get rid of all of it.
Okay. Well,
Nev gave you that smoke, Bond.
Well, like really, like you go on, you go on.
Points.
Seriously, like if BG were to type in I hate waifus, Bad Gamer Takes would retweet it, and there'll be 300 virgins crying about it within 30 seconds. And you
Hey,
know
Jimmy,
I'm not lying.
Jimmy, as soon as he said cognitive dissonance, I knew it was over for Bond.
You revealed this
I
trap.
was like, word, okay. We going deep. Bond got quiet. Bond was like, hold up.
All he went deep into was his sensitivity. All he went deep into was his sensitivity.
It wasn't sensitive to me. He
No,
had like
oh
no
my
response
God.
to what he was saying.
Now, when you started busting the words down, you got quiet.
What is there to respond to when somebody gets emotional? They want to get
It wasn't
into a call.
emotional. Because he
It was
responded-
emotional.
Emotional.
Stop. That'd be like somebody saying, I hate The Witcher. You think I'm going to jump into a call and argue with them? Please.
Yeah, he wasn't emotional to me.
Yo, he was emotional.
Oh,
man.
okay.
Oh
And I
my
guess you
God,
were
he
emotional by
doesn't-
defending
He
yourself,
doesn't
right?
like The Witcher. Let me get in this call and start complaining.
hey man, in the comment section, let us know who y'all think won that exchange.
And then he
Nev,
was
100%.
lying, saying that there's a lot of homophobic slurs thrown on Weapon Wheel.
Yeah, that's not true.
Hardy hasn't been here for a long time. I'm sorry.
He is thinking about old Weapon Wheel. He is thinking about that.
Exactly.
But he's been watching for a while, probably, right?
Huh?
So
Yeah.
I don't appreciate people coming up here lying either.
I don't know, man. Use a lot of big words to quiet your ass
You
up.
know what? And does Stephen A. Smith win arguments because he uses big words and yells?
Hey, Nev won, man.
T.I. thinks he does.
Okay.
Yeah, monstrosity.
I mean, the chat giving that W to Nev.
Hey, all I can say is
I can take it.
Nev got Bond up out of here expeditiously, okay?
And
Facts.
that's
Shout out
why-
to Nev vocabulary though. That shit was lit.
And that's why Nev pieced out, isn't it?
Oh,
Watch.
man.
Yo, Nev, your vocabulary got the W, fam.
Hey, we still got... Go ahead. Bond.
People that are obsessed with anime are straight up weirdos.
Okay, Bond.
Hey,
I didn't say
That's a straight fact.
Whatever.
I would say that, but my nephew watches it, so I can't.
I said that are obsessed with it. You can watch it. You don't need to be obsessed with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got a few other gaming topics we need to cover, so we can get out of here. Okay, so the CEO of CD Projekt Red, commenting on the delay, said that even though the game is delayed, they still employees still have to deal with crunch. So, and Jason Schreier had tweeted this out recently. He said whether a game is pretty much there's no win. Like whether a game is delayed or they try to rush it out to make whether they try to delay it or make the original date, developers have to deal with crunch either way. So there's no getting away from it. So since you got to crunch either way, shouldn't you just crunch to get to the original release date? I'm saying if it's not gonna make a difference.
That's why I think they do that to add more to it. They probably put
You went out, Jimmy.
I'm thinking they put another console on there.
You cut out, man.
You cut out when you were saying the first thing.
Huh?
You had cut out the first time you.
I said I think that that's why they're doing that. What's with the kid? I think
My bad.
Yeah, somebody background. Wow. Now I was saying, I think that's why they added more to it. That's probably why it got delayed. I'm thinking they added the possibility to play it on the next console. Some kind of enhancements.
Oh, but this game has multiplayer, by the way. I didn't know that.
Cyberpunk.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I don't know what type.
They said the Cyberpunk multiplayer won't be available until after 2021, though.
Wow. What the fuck is that?
I'm
worse
like,
than GTA 5.
Dude,
I'm like, who cares about that at that point? Let me make sure I'm not bugging.
Not even do it.
Yeah, IGN reported, Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer likely not playable until after 2021. Who's gonna care at that point?
Not I.
Probably not me, depending on how good it is, but I probably won't care. They probably gonna end up scrapping that. I think they're gonna end up canceling the multiplayer portion.
I don't think it'll make it.
Probably won't make it. There's a rumor of a new.
Notice how all these people saying Bond get out of here had anime avatar.
Yo, they wanted to see you take that L for a while though.
They did, but you can see the rational people saying Bond got him. Thank you. All you need to see is Nev's Twitter. Nev got emotional. Nev was stuttering.
So Bond, so you did get emotional when he came in.
No,
you're reading the chat.
Nev got
a response, right?
I'm looking at the responses right now.
I mean,
here's a big L. Nev went Bankai. We all know that anime fucking sucks. I hate it.
Like his favorite anime of all time?
Nah, but he did a good job representing though. He represented for his people. For his people.
What?
He made good points. His mother proud of him, dog.
Here's what would have been a good representation.
Oh, boy.
Look, I understand your point. There's a lot of weirdos out there, but you shouldn't just judge all of us weirdos in a nice, low-key, calm voice.
Yeah, he gonna fuck around and come back on here.
I mean,
he had to agree with you.
That kind of is what he said, Bond. Look. Do I?
Yeah, but he was all emotional about
it. You're still talking about it. He left.
He gonna come back. He did leave.
Hey, when he got done talking, he dipped. It was over.
I can't handle this anymore.
He said, no. He said, I have spoken. And he was like, I'm out. I have spoken.
Off the mic and
hold that.
He left quicker than Dr. Trey.
Yo. There's a rumor of a new 2D Metroid and Paper Mario coming to Nintendo Switch.
I swear to God, if it's a Super Metroid remake and it's not Metroid 5.
It's going to be both. You know both are coming.
If it is not Metroid 5, it has to at least be Metroid Fusion because they did hint at that at the end of Metroid 2.
I don't play Nintendo.
You don't play a lot of good things.
You hyped for a new Paper Mario, Blender?
Like Chrono Trigger.
No.
More hyped over that than a trash Metroid game. So yeah, I'll take Paper Mario any day.
I don't know what's up with you and not liking Metroid. That's so weird.
What?
Remember, he don't like Metroid.
Man, y'all find everything weird, man.
What don't you like about Metroid?
What's wrong with Metroid?
Metroid.
You don't like Metroid, Tick?
No, I never even played a Metroid. I don't give a shit.
Same here. I never played it. I never played a Metroid.
I just don't like games focused around like space and sci-fi and stuff like that. Honestly,
Tick, I don't know, though. You got to weird playtime like games you play.
Hey, didn't I just say before I play multiplayer games for the most part?
No, I actually agree with I'm not crazy about.
Hold on. Let me say something real quick, BG. You play multiplayer games, dog, but Metroid came out before multiplayer games.
Right, and I just didn't care about it.
So what are you talking about? Why'd you bring that up now?
So when Metroid was in its hotness, I was a little kid. You know, back in the day when you was a little kid, you either got a game on your birthday or Christmas.
Oh, okay, you know the quality line. So I got you. I respect that.
Those games weren't. Metroid was never on my list.
You said you're 34 or 37?
34.
So you're the same age as me.
Exactly, and it's
Super Metroid was probably the game of that generation. And
that
you
was
never
on Super
played
Nintendo,
it?
right?
Yes.
Yeah, it came out on Super
Nintendo.
You had a Genesis.
I had a Sega Genesis.
Yeah, that's what he said earlier.
You ain't have no friends?
Most of my friends, if you ever been in the hood, most people had Sega Genesis.
Most people don't.
Nah.
I don't agree with that. Not at all.
They had all the sports titles. They had most of the sports titles.
No, in the hood they had PS2s. And
that was later.
We're talking about the 16.
Well, we're talking about like
we're way in the past.
Nah, he right. Genesis was the
it was Nintendo
version,
and
but
Genesis.
Some people had Nintendo though. Some people had Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it was very rare to find a Super Nintendo.
It was not rare to find a Super Nintendo in the hood.
I had one. He said it was rare. I would always have like one friend. Like first, I lived in North Carolina before I moved to Baltimore. Everybody had a Sega. Then when I moved to Baltimore, like all my friends, we all had Sega Genesis.
You know what, Tick?
And then I had one friend that had a Nintendo. That's Super Nintendo.
That's weird. That's
Hey,
weird.
Tick. You know what? Now you see you brought that up. Where I grew up, I had a Super Nintendo, and all my other friends had a Sega Genesis.
Exactly. You were that one friend.
No, that's backwards to me. That's for me. My experience is different. Everybody I knew had a Super Nintendo, but I had there was like the only person that had a Sega was my cousin, but he had both. He had the
Wait. You mean it wasn't a guy from downstairs from you?
Oh, hilarious!
The neighbor,
hilarious. But no, my cousin had both. I don't know anybody who just had a Genesis. Like,
yeah, me neither. And the Genesis was the rare item to have.
What?
Yeah.
Are y'all
because like you were cool if you had the Genesis.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you were cool if you had the Genesis because a lot of people didn't have it.
Hey, this dude Omagazio is a weirdo, my guy. Like, why is he still in your chat? But anyway, it was yeah. Like
I said Morph probably.
Something weird. No, he said I give hand jobs. Something weird. But anyway,
because he don't.
Yeah, I see that. Block him.
He don't like the way you be talking about PlayStation. That's his thing.
I don't talk bad about PlayStation. I've had PlayStation since the original back in '95. Like,
Bono, maybe Iago needs to replace JTech for the next CSAs. I'm just saying. It's about time, bro.
Like that.
But anyway, yeah, where I grew up, literally everybody typically had just Sega. They either had the regular NES or they had a Sega Genesis. And it was, I literally always only had like one person that had a Super Nintendo. And that dude could barely have company. He was one of those kids that always got in trouble so he couldn't have company. So
somebody obviously wasn't cutting enough lawns or mowing or shoveling enough snow to be getting things they wanted then.
I mean, I never really wanted a Super Nintendo. Like, I was cool with my Sega, so like I was like at that time, as my mindset at that time was, I always felt like Nintendo was for little kids, and I was like, I want to be a big kid. So I was like,
listen to this blasphemy.
Saying like more adult teenage games. So I was like, I
rather back when you was a kid, you didn't pay no mind to that. You didn't know better.
I did. I was
because I remember with Genesis, it was for the bad kids because it had blood in Mortal Kombat.
Right, that too. Yeah. So
y'all really thought that far ahead? I just had everything, just played what I wanted.
No, but I remember like if your parents really
No. Certain households, yeah, we couldn't have like I couldn't have Mortal Kombat as a kid.
Yeah, because it would have blood in it. Exactly.
I used to have to like my dad bought me a copy.
My parents didn't care,
and I can only go to his house and play it.
My parents didn't care. I literally had everything. So then I had older cousins.
My mom didn't want me to get
Doom. My parents didn't get.
I had Doom.
Yeah. My mom and dad didn't have to worry about me bringing trash ass games like Mortal Kombat into the house, though.
Oh Lord, what is wrong with you? Anyway, so yeah, I couldn't get Mortal Kombat at the time because my mom is like a super Christian. All right, so she's considered the game evil. So she was like bloody and got killed in it. I don't want you to have
my parents. My parents didn't care. I mean, like my mother's a super Christian too, but her thing was, I don't care as long as you're inside. Because growing up in Brownsville, she was like, I could either deal with him playing violent games inside, or he could be peddling something outside. I'll take the violent video game. So my mother didn't.
I couldn't even do.
Dang, I make my mom sound like a fucking heathen.
Yo, it really mattered because you could tell. Like if you went to certain people's crib, they had the Mortal Kombat with the white spray or the one with the red blood. And it mattered. Yeah, it was. I guess it was sweat.
Yeah, it was sweat.
you do a fatality and do splashes, all sweat coming on. Like, come on.
The Super Nintendo had the sweat. The Genesis.
Yeah. And they started making up lies where you could get a code to get the blood and all that.
You need the game Genie for
that. ABAC.
Yeah, but then you get on Genesis and that was it. You just throw the cartridge and bleed blood everywhere. Bad boys.
Well, for Genesis you needed the code.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super Nintendo. Like I said, Genesis, you had the blood. I know Super Nintendo, you didn't.
Well, Super Nintendo had it with the game Genie though, so you had to buy that.
That was another rumor, but it wasn't really the same. It was like some different shade.
Well, I rented the game Genie from Blockbuster.
No, it wasn't the same.
Remember that place?
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
But anyway,
I didn't even know you could do that. I just bought one.
Back on topic though, that is why I didn't play Metroid, because I didn't have a Super Nintendo, and none of my friends really had.
You literally missed out on some of the best games ever.
I mean, my boy did get a Super Nintendo, but he didn't buy Metroid. We played other games that were like funner.
Man, you need to go ahead and get you a retro console, dog.
For real.
I mean, I have a Super Nintendo emulator. I have an emulator.
You Dr. Treying out in here.
Playing old games. Gonna be me.
I got a Super Nintendo emulator, but
Oh, don't
I'm-
start
I'm-
BG.
And it be me playing old games. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's just the last one.
yeah,
Or
can't be
Resident
me.
Evil 4.
What
Come
about
on with-
Crash Team
with-
Racing then, huh?
That's a new game.
Well, no, it's not.
Didn't you have all these complaints about Crash Team
Hold on,
Racing?
wait,
Sony's website is a
wait.
remix.
When you look up Crash Team Racing, the Nitro. Tell me what date release date that says.
It says the remaster.
No, but what release date does it say?
Oh, don't matter. It's a remaster.
No. What release? Let me look.
That's like saying Aladdin is not a new movie.
Let's see. Hold on. With the one Will Smith. What year did that come out?
Oh God.
I'm asking what
It's
year did it
based
come
off
out?
the old one though, right?
What year did it come out?
Oh, which one? The one that came out in the 90s?
You know damn well what I'm saying.
Oh, last year? Was it last year then?
Oh, it came out
It's
last
based
year.
off what? An old movie, right?
Guess what? That's a
Same
new
shit,
movie.
same premise.
That is a new movie, sir.
Hey man, you're ducking.
That's a new movie.
No, it's not.
Okay, that's a new movie.
They
I don't
sing
care
the
what you
same
say.
songs, don't they?
Let me look it up. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me look it up. Aladdin. What that say? IMDb says Aladdin 2019. That's a new movie.
Oh God.
Okay. The date don't lie. The date ain't lie, isn't it?
So it never came out in the 90s, or you
Bro,
just
is that
It's a remake. There was two. Y'all can relax. There were two.
Right, but we know that. But people gotta stop acting like a remake is the old game. It's not. It's a new game.
Well, this game Crash was a remaster, which is according to
And
Sony.
you even said that the PS1 game was better than the remake.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what I'm debating. I'm debating.
Mr. Nostalgia.
Is this an old game or a new game?
It's an old game.
Crash?
How could it be an old game when it came out 2019?
Because it's
Well,
the
the
same
remaster
exact
is
thing.
No, it's a new game. All right.
Okay. You have that, man. You have that.
Is Shadow of the Colossus a new game too, BG?
It was in the year it came out.
Yeah, huh?
He just be wanting attention, though. That's the only reason he said
I'm
that.
serious. Y'all gotta stop acting like
Looks,
remakes
guys.
are not new games. Is Resident Evil 2 remake not a new game?
That's completely.
That's
different.
completely no. That's completely
How?
different.
A remake and a remaster are different. Am I?
Remaster.
correct?
Crash Team Racing.
Not a new
Crash
game.
Team Racing is a remake. That's not a remaster,
Is a remaster? It says it on Sony's site.
bro. That's a
They call
remake.
it a
It's a remake.
You know better than Sony, BG.
It's a
Hold on,
remake,
I'm gonna look this up.
bro. They themselves. Okay, what is a remake? A remake is a game that's made completely new from the ground up. They said
Final
they made that
Fantasy.
from the ground up. It's a brand new game. It's a remake.
No, it's not. Apparently, not according to Sony.
If we can both
Here we
play
go.
Shadow of the Colossus, the PS2 and the PS4 version, and have the same exact type of game, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's a remaster.
Bro,
Yeah,
that
it
game
says
is
right
a-
here. The authenticity of Crash Team Racing Experience plus a whole lot more now fully remastered.
Mm-mm.
Not
Right there.
remade.
because remakes are remastered though.
No,
Like
Resident
they're
Evil 2 is a
automatically remastered if they're a
Different game.
remake.
Resident Evil 2 is a remake.
Listen. All remakes are remasters, but not
No.
all remasters are remakes.
Oh, you
Hey,
trying.
that's what I want to say to kind of like.
That's a fact.
you trying.
Oh, man.
A square's a rectangle, but a rectangle ain't a square.
So is Medieval a new game too?
Yes, it is.
It's got this. It looks.
That's a remaster.
That's more of a remaster than a remake. Yes,
Y'all
y'all
was
get,
crying that it. Y'all was crying that it used the same animations as the PS1 games and it moves janky and the same thing. And
Actually,
Wait, but what about if that's the case, then what about Spyro? Because those are the exact same games.
yeah, Spyro. too.
Spyro. That's a remake.
Medieval has different animations, to be honest with you. So
Spyro is a remake. Okay, like the Crash, like Dak and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter that came out on the PS3. Those are remasters. Are we really gonna say that's the same as Crash Team Racing?
Yeah,
Oh my God! All right.
Crash just has a new skin over it. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
If I can tell
You
you,
even
to go,
said it doesn't play the same. The reason it doesn't play the same is because it's completely new from the ground up.
if I can tell you to go 30 steps to the left and you'll go to the horse Colossus in both the PS2 and the PS4 game, it's the same thing.
No.
right?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so what's that Zelda game?
What Zelda game?
At this point, I can't. They remade like 3 of them things, didn't they?
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening? That's a remaster, technically.
What? All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now y'all just being purposely ignorant.
That
It's
is a
the same-
remaster.
Mhm.
Which one are we talking about?
The one that just came out on the Switch.
The one that
right?
came out last year, like September.
That's not the
Yes,
the
it
Wind
is.
Waker.
You can use a Game Boy guide and play Link's Awakening with the Switch version.
I gotta look at because that's not Wind Maker or whatever that shit's called. What is it called?
Link's Awakening.
Okay, we're not okay. Link's Awakening. You're saying that's a remaster of the original game.
Yes,
Right.
because it's the same game.
Let me make sure I'm not bugging.
Oh my god.
Bugging.
Let me put up comparisons.
It's got the same soundtrack. It's got the same layout. It's got the same story. It's got the same everything.
Hold on. Let me put this on. No. This can't be the same game y'all call it.
Yes, it is.
This can't be the same game y'all call it a remake. Hold on. Wait. I gotta put this on screen. I gotta put this on screen, Jimmy. This is the game that these niggas is telling me is a remake. Okay, let me put this on screen. Because I know I'm not losing my goddamn mind.
Wait. I was confused. I said it was a remaster. It is a remake. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's a remake. It's not a remaster. I apologize.
Okay, this I want y'all to look at this screen, right? Look at this screen. This was Link's Awakening, the original, right? Y'all see this on screen? I'm gonna hit the play button.
I don't see nothing right now besides football.
No, you're gonna see it late.
Oh.
Y'all see this? Okay, now it's gonna transition to the new game, right? This is the new game that Blandrew was telling me it's just a remake.
I'm waiting to see it.
Do y'all see this? Let me go
Still
back.
Madden on this page.
Hold on. Wait, I don't see nothing.
Yeah, hold on, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, now we see it.
Okay.
Wow, nah, dog.
This is what Blandrew is telling me is a remaster. like, what are we talking about?
Hold on.
Yo.
How could that be? How could that be a remaster?
Yeah, that's a remake.
It's a remake.
I know y'all got me sitting here thinking I'm losing my. I know I'm not losing my mind.
Yeah, it's a remake, though.
It's the same thing, bro.
And, in this case, yeah.
No, it's not.
All of these games we talk about are remakes. None of them are remasters that we talk about.
My argument still stands with Crash Bandicoot.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
Sorry.
Anyway,
It's a rap dog.
I mean, that Crash, I think that is more of a remaster.
It says on the damn site.
Yeah, that's a remaster. That one is.
it's a remaster. It's a
It's a
You said
remaster,
it right the
bro.
first time. Remaster, yeah.
no, it's a remake. Y'all
That's
can all
definitely
shut
a
up.
remaster. Nah, because there's nothing else changed. Like, that's literally a remaster.
No, shut up. We're not
It's got a
doing
facelift. That's all it did.
No, they changed it mechanically also.
You still
How?
playing?
What?
You still playing it or no?
What does it matter?
I'm just curious.
None of your damn business. It's none of your damn
It's so
business.
offended.
Yeah, I got
Never
that pistol
mind.
quick.
There's no game I'm still playing at this
Nah,
point.
BG, that
The
hype
last
did
one was
last
like
for
4
like 1
hours the other
day.
day, didn't you?
Mind your damn business. That's all I
I
gotta say.
still to this day think Crash is garbage. I don't understand appeal to it. Like, it wasn't even a real 3D game.
Whatever.
But you hate Medieval, which trips me out because Medieval was actually a 3D game around the PS1 era, and it was actually better.
I don't think Medieval was good when it first came out.
I actually enjoyed
It didn't age well. Medieval.
Yeah, that's why they changed the animations though on the new one, the remake.
The PS5 controller could have a built-in microphone for voice commands, according to a recent patent.
Oh, great. We're going to have to buy $80 controllers now.
I don't need that.
Yeah,
Nobody.
what
None
we
of
need that for? We
us.
have
Smooth
headsets.
want it.
Why would I want it?
Ain't you still telling your Xbox to shut off?
No, because I don't have the adapter and I don't have to connect it.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, one thing I do want to speak about, doesn't the PS4 controller have a microphone in it?
Yes, but
Yeah,
you
that's
can't.
Speaker in it. There's a speaker in it.
Has a port. Yeah, there's a
Oh, yeah.
port.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see somebody playing Resident Evil and all you hear from the controller, Star.
Yeah, it works as a microphone. I mean a speaker, not as a microphone. Right now, it can't hear anything you say. I believe.
Did y'all talk about that Resident Evil trailer last? Was it last week?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. I remember.
I mean, we talked about Resident Evil. I don't think there was much to say about the trailer,
You
though.
better not get Resident Evil.
Oh,
You're gonna play Resident Evil 2 first.
Nemesis look, man.
I'll be honest. I don't
heat, right? It's looking heat, right?
Yeah, bro. Like it's looking real bad. Like,
Who's in pain in the background?
That's Smooth's kids.
Acting wild.
Smooth just told him that he had to cancel Christmas to pay off his debts.
BioShock 4 may be a semi-open world game according to some postings that they've put out for developers. Because that's the cool thing. Every game that's linear before you got to make it open world now.
It's only certain games I like this open world.
They said semi-open world. I think one of the
semi-open.
Yeah, I think one of the best things about BioShock was that it was linear. I don't think
that it was contained.
Yeah, that made it special in certain ways.
Linear.
Linear, shut up. How's Nick doing?
Nick, I haven't talked to him, man.
Oh, why you ain't talked to Nick in a minute?
He doesn't work on my job anymore.
Oh man, you and Nick fell out? Shit.
No, man. He stopped working there about a year ago.
Why is Nev saying Resident Evil 3 needs unlimited ammo?
Oh boy.
You see how I said these anime people are weirdos?
Oh god.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. It has unlimited ammo.
Bro, you are hurt by what Nev said.
This is crazy.
Oh no, he's gonna be on Nev after that. You know that.
How
yeah,
is
you
it?
can tweet at him. Oh,
How is it survival?
He's gonna be on Nev.
He's gonna be in the CSAs. Or whatever
How is it survival horror if you have infinite ammo?
I don't know.
That game has unlimited ammo. You just gotta unlock it.
Well, I'm just saying from the gate.
Yeah.
Hey Jimmy, I gotta give you congratulations on that for unlocking that stuff on Resident Evil 2. Because I tried to beat that game again and fast.
Nah, back in that was like the thing to do in that game: speed running and unlock everything.
Man, I could not beat it that quick. I don't know how you did it.
Hey man,
well, I tried.
Jimmy had to be good at something.
Oh Lord.
Google promises more than 10 Stadia timed exclusives by July 2020. This is the first I've seen somebody brag about having a whole bunch of timed exclusives.
But isn't it kind of suicidal to have timed exclusives for Stadia? Like,
yeah, for the developers.
You're literally setting your game to die.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that listen, they're trying to count small victories over there at Google with the Stadia, man. That thing ain't in the news no more. Ain't nobody talking about it.
Yeah, it's been dry.
Yeah, nobody want to play that. It is what it is.
I picture Omega Zio, whatever his name is, just sitting at his computer with like a tinfoil hat on, brushing his hair with his superstar. Like something wrong with this man. Like I'm just watching everything he typing in the chat, and he has been saying wild stuff the whole time we've been on.
Yeah,
what is wrong with your man's BG?
Man, the Sony news been hurting him. He don't like the direction they're going in.
His brain is
I
broke.
don't know why people are so hurt about that. What?
I don't know, man.
Because they saw what happened to the Xbox brand. They fear the reckoning.
No,
but none of these folks work
ammo.
for these companies. The only person I can get upset about is Dark Cloud. That's it.
They won't have ammo anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the reason. Or Nintendo. That's the reason.
This is supposed to be like a month-long PlayStation experience in New York, in February.
You gonna go?
Instead, I mean, if it exists and if it's real, I'm gonna try to go. Absolutely.
Have you ever been to the Nintendo store yet?
Yeah. I went. Remember, I made a video in there a long time ago.
Lord, you probably just smell the virgin in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Blazer, you know
yo.
Like Luca, if you're looking to get like an untouched man that's never had any experience,
Luca wants somebody untainted, unmessed with.
Yo.
If you want to find a pure religious man that can dedicate his whole soul to you, that's never talked to any other girl in his life.
Nintendo store.
So female vampires should look for Nintendo nerds.
Wow. I haven't been in there yet, but damn.
Wow. Oh wow, fumble.
I saw that too.
I'm like, did he just fumble on the goal line? Like,
whose gameplay is this though?
This is Jack's, who's not here. And he's trying to have like how you gonna give me gameplay and then I use it and you not gonna show up?
You talking about
Jack needs to be hugged right now, man. Let that man live.
But
He's still in the comments.
Yo, Jack doesn't need to be hugged. Jack needs to be held.
The last time I was in a Nintendo store was when Skyward Sword was coming out. I think that was the last time.
Like 2011.
Yeah, that was about it.
Something
That's when I bought the Zelda hat.
This is a Nintendo store? Where's this at?
New York, sir.
New York.
Oh, that's why.
Wait, is that Luca or Contra?
Contra. That's why I was like, what you say,
Damn,
Luca?
I said Luca. I'm sorry.
Oh,
wow.
I thought you were just talking about Luke in general. Yeah. So I haven't been there in a long time, but you know, Nintendo store is cool. It's cool. It's only like 2 floors. It's not like that much they put in there really. It's just a whole bunch of Nintendo stuff, buy Nintendo games and all that.
Can I buy the original Nintendo?
They have a like a little Nintendo museum in there. There's a Game Boy. I don't know if they still have it in there. They should. There's a Game Boy that they recovered during World War II in there. It still works.
World War
Dead
II.
ass. They
A Game Boy?
A Game Boy.
BG.
Not a Game Boy. I'm bugging. Not World. No, it was a Game Boy, not World War II. I'm bugging. My bad. I'm tweaking. I'm reading something. My bad. I was reading something about World War II.
You mean the Gulf War?
Yeah, the Gulf War. I said World War II. My bad. They gonna get me for that. But yeah, it was like they gonna get me for that. I was reading something. It was a Game Boy they recovered during that war, or it could have been that remember that shit that happened or that shit that happened in 1991.
That's the Gulf War.
Oh, was that okay? Yeah, they recovered it during that time, and it was like the outside of it was destroyed, but the actual shit still works.
Weapon Wheel memes, get on it, bro.
Yeah, they gonna get me for that World War II shit.
Like the World War. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
I kept like saying it to see if he would notice what he was saying. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that was my bad. I think that's kind of think that's all we got for it today. Yeah, I think that's all we got. There's a new animated Mortal Kombat film coming out.
Lame.
I saw the one back in the 90s.
It's called it's an anime. This is an animated one. It's called Scorpion's Revenge.
Yeah, there was an animated one back.
We haven't seen that a billion times.
Hey man, Scorpion's the man though.
All right, let me get these super chats. We can do the outros. Shout out to Jack Move. Fuck your Titans. Yeah, I was rooting for the Titans at first, but he wanted to be emotional about it, so I gotta get on you for it because that's the soft spot.
Yeah, he was kind of acting a little bitch made about the Titans.
Because they overachieved. That's why.
Yeah. He thought they was about to be the Eagles in 2017 with what they did with Tannehill.
Well,
like nah.
Their quarterback's not as well endowed as ours.
Wow. I got no cosign for that one.
Hey, BG, you read the super chat from Tage the Mage?
I'm about to. Tage the Mage said, "I'm super late, but have you guys mentioned the Last of Us 2 rumor of it coming to PC?" Yeah, we mentioned it with the posting of the Nvidia wanting somebody for Nvidia.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, that was that.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I can't really picture Last of Us on PC. There's certain PlayStation exclusives I could definitely see on PC that look like natural games like Bloodborne or Horizon. Like,
how do you not see the Last of Us?
Do you guys think they would actually support it if these games come over?
Yes.
They can't PC?
Yeah.
I feel like they get supported.
Yes, because PC gamers are frauds.
No.
They bought 2 million copies plus of Halo.
Yeah, well, that's more up their alley than something like a.
The Last of Us 2, I wouldn't buy because like the first one to me was the way it ended was fine with me. I don't need a second one.
I wouldn't buy it because the last.
I can't believe all this y'all acting about this. Nobody, y'all not excited, nothing. That's
no,
crazy.
like honestly, bro, like you're talking to somebody that likes Doom, and you talk about like a slow paced game like Last of Us. This is like, I don't particularly care for those.
I'm not like super hyped about it, like some of these Sony fanboys are, but it is a game I'm looking.
I would actually be more excited for 2 over 1 because Ellie was. Ellie was much better than Joel.
Is this dude using an emote on Destiny to camera Oh wow. Because I'm like, yo, why is he doing this while the game is going on? And then I realized he's camera cheating by doing the emote. Wow, people are scumbags. People are scumbags. What a cheater!
And this is why I don't like multiplayer games. It's not about
wow.
being good.
That's absolutely using the third person perspective just to see around the corner. That man's a cheater.
But yeah, Allah Akbar. The Last of Us 2. Would love to see it on PC. Allah Akbar.
All right. Let me read the rest. Super chats. Josh Tabron said, at least the Titans can win in Madden on rookie. Wow. Don't do my man Jack like that. Emmanuel A said, where's Smooth at? He's the Beyonce of WWP.
Oh my god.
Wow.
He called the Beyonce. Wow.
Mr. Heisenberg said, PS4 games can go to PC because the PS4 is a huge success. They're not struggling to sell consoles. We can still criticize Microsoft for making PC ports because their consoles aren't selling as well.
Wow.
That made no absolute sense.
Wow. Can you repeat that?
What a bum.
That was fanboyism at its best.
So here's what I think he's saying. He's saying that when PlayStation does it, they're doing it because they can, not because they have to, and because their consoles do sell. And he's saying with Microsoft, they're doing it because they have no choice because their consoles don't sell. That's what he's saying.
Which we don't have any facts on.
Well, I believe struggling. I'm thinking they did it because, like I said, it's a new guy and he wants to come out the gate with high numbers.
I think it's because the games weren't selling.
Anything that make yourself feel better about the changes you don't like.
Sony's games have been selling better now than they ever have been in the history of the company.
That's the thing. It's not about the amount of units in the home. They make these games at $5. It's completely different.
First of all, they're not $5.
A lot of them are $10 or less.
Second of all, unlike Nintendo games, they have tons of DLCs. They're making money. Insanely profitable.
Wouldn't Nintendo make more money, by the way, if they did lower their prices a little bit earlier?
No, hold on. Here's a good point. Blanchard brought up a good point. Literally brought up a good point that proves my point. Let's just say Blandrew is right that these games selling.
Let's just say.
I'm just saying we'll agree with your point. Let's just say these games are selling for $5 and these games aren't making a lot of money. That proves my point that Sony makes the majority of money from third-party licensing and people buying their consoles. Because they're not making money with their own games, but somehow they're making record money somehow. So which is it? Are they selling
that? No, I thought that was
licensing?
PSN and stuff like that.
Exactly, and that's exactly my point. You do not get access to all those goods on PSN if you were just to buy the game straight on the Epic Game Store or whatever. That was my original point.
Thing like Pass, whatever it's called.
Thank you, Blandrew. I appreciate your contribution.
Look at this nigga.
But anyway, what is the problem? Why do people have a problem with people wanting to play games?
Look what this nigga just did. Look at the screen. What?
Is this console or PC?
And y'all see, this is why I say Destiny is trash. Do you see what he just did?
What did he do?
Bro, first of all, he was he was using an emote to camera glitch, and then he realized somebody was coming up behind me, so he did some special move to like one hit kill them. Like, this is the game y'all champion? This is y'all king?
Hey,
nah.
That's console game.
PC exclusives aren't $20, man. Tarkov is not $20.
Crazy.
That's console gaming for you, bro.
Entitled Millennials said Black Bond is spewing hyperbolic nonsense. That was.
You know what? I wouldn't. You know, now people are gonna get mad, but I always piss people off anyway, and I don't give a fuck. I sleep good at night when I do it. But I wouldn't even be mad. Like people saying the consoles are gonna die if they're putting their games on the PC. I wouldn't care if they did. They could just make PlayStation, like a PlayStation PC, Xbox PC, and just everybody can play the games.
Wait, aren't you a Witcher fan?
It's like Alienware.
So you know what happens when consoles die?
What?
You know what happens?
They can still make software for the.
You know what software they would be making? We'd be playing a bunch of top-down bullshit.
Yeah. Why? If the developers are making those games now, why would they make a top-down version? They could just make.
We'd be making a bunch because that's what sells on. That's what sells on PC.
Wait, didn't
there are different price PCs?
Which wouldn't be what it is now without the consoles or something like that?
Yes, because you have to have a higher budget, so you need to sell more.
I can't believe how much this nigga is camera glitching right now. I gotta finish these super chats. King Green said, "These are your Sony fans." Sauce Curry TV said, Y'all love to diss PC games, but those PC games are more popular for far longer than any console exclusive except Mario or Smash.
That's cool. And
the Xbox Series X is pretty much
and
a
you know
PC.
my response to that?
Uh-oh.
Some people like fucking new bitches and don't feel like fucking the same one for 8 years.
Honestly,
Wow, dog.
the
No wonder why you're not married, man.
honestly, the
Yeah,
what I was
you're
talking
damn
about
right why I'm not married.
Yeah,
Shit.
my parents have been married for almost 40 years, so
for the last, I want to say 2 generations, consoles have been becoming more and more like PCs. Like even TVs are becoming
They're
more
really
like
not.
monitors.
They're really not becoming more like PC. It's just the natural progression of technology.
Sauce.
Yeah, but they've always been behind. And they're like now they're adding. Okay, well they're trying to do 140 hertz or
They're still
120 hertz
behind,
gaming.
Yeah, but that's the natural progression of technology.
They're allowing you to switch from garbage graphics to good graphics, 30 FPS. Like
More
Sauce
natural
Curry.
progression of technology.
Sauce Curry TV.
SSDs.
Sauce Curry TV said, "What PlayStation exclusive is more popular or gets more money than CS:GO, Dota 2, League, Tarkov, or World?"
Tarkov, isn't that what the fuck?
Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah, I thought that just came. Well, it didn't just
That-
came
that
out,
shit
but
just come out?
no, it's been out in early access.
It's been out for years.
It's been out in early access.
These big streamers caught on to it finally.
But yeah, as far as
That's
I
what
know,
it
it
is.
didn't make
That's
that
what
much
it is.
money so far yet, but it's catching on more. But it's been out for a while.
All right, don't let me start throwing in Sea of Thieves, and they want to keep spewing that bullshit.
Huh?
Oh, yeah,
Don't let me
Thieves
start
coming up,
mentioning Sea of Thieves since they want to start, spewing that bullshit.
Yeah, thieves.
Papa John
Do you play
said,
games still?
I haven't played it in a little bit.
Sonic
Actually,
G
me
got-
and my
got
brother
that
played
game
it last
popular.
week.
When did Sea of Thieves come into this conversation?
As far as being popular,
Streamers making it popular because Summit G made that joint popular.
Papa John said, "What hundreds of shows will Sony be at? Can someone name one?"
Man, I
Hundreds
don't
of
even
shows.
care. Like, I
There's a
just,
Gamescom coming up.
I can't believe
That's a
people
good
are so-
argument. That's a good argument.
Jazzy Jefferson said, "Omega
Oh,
Zio."
Jack.
Jazzy Jefferson said Omega Zio deserves a slot in the CSAs this year.
Yes.
Nah, he
Papa-
deserve a slot in a jail cell or something. That dude, wow.
Papa John said it's mainly PC gamers doing that type of stuff. I think that was the anime conversation. Hustle and Motivate said Nev is preaching. King Green said people were sexualizing Ellie from The Last of Us. Who sexualized Ellie?
I'm sure you could find it if you were to look.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure
Yeah.
I remember back.
And are we
Go ahead,
talking?
my
I hope we're not talking young Ellie. I mean,
yeah. I'm
I
sure you
honestly
can
hope
still
we're not
find that.
talking older Ellie
No.
either, because
They're both
That's a boy
hideous.
almost. But yeah, they talking about young Ellie.
that's weird. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Either way you do it, it's weird
fine,
because
fine.
young Ellie is a freaking child, and older Ellie looks like a butch. So
Well, it could be middle. It could be middle school boys fantasizing about it.
it's bad either
Yeah,
way
there
how
you
you
go.
do it. Secular Sage said, in defense of Black Bond, the creator of Rurouni Kenshin,
He's a pedophile.
Nobuhiro Watsuki got charged with having
With
child
child
pornography.
Yep. You ain't lying.
Okay.
Using one person to. Okay.
I ain't have.
Brian Lobo said, did Nick have a Super Nintendo?
Oh,
Did he take?
I didn't know Nick when I was a kid. I worked with him recently. Idiots.
KW
man.
Fag said, to be fair, BG has no concept of time in old games. Shut up. That's an inside joke. Me and Nev were arguing. I don't even know how to explain this. I mean, me and Fang were arguing like it was the concept of time. Like we were saying, if this is real dark, we were saying like if like right now it's 9:09, right? And if Jack gets shot right now, right?
Wow.
this is the example we use. If because Jack is in a different time zone, right? If Jack gets shot at 9:09, but he's like it's 9:30 where he's at. I was saying Jack still got shot at 9:09, even though it's a different time where he's at. It's still happening at the same time. Like I don't know what Nev was trying, what Fag was trying to prove. But that was my point. Even though it's different time zones, the thing still happens at the same time. I don't remember how this conversation even started. It's dumb.
What do I got to kill off Jack though?
I don't know. That was the only like example I could think of was Jack getting shot for some reason because he lives in Memphis. So
6-hour road trip.
Damn.
PJ Too Hot said it's a remake, not a remaster. Last of Us PS4 is a remaster. Crash Team Racing was a remake. BG is not tripping. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I
already
spoke
spoke to him. He couldn't really combat what I was saying either.
Well,
Jazzy,
I'm reading off Sony's website, so
well, they misspoke. They misspoke. Just
people don't believe.
Just like how Kojima comes out and says dumb shit every time, and people say he misspoke. Well, Sony misspoke. That's all.
The daggone critter smashing it in a fighting game. People still saying it's a fighting game. People don't listen to facts no more.
Jazzy Jefferson. Go ahead,
wait, Smash isn't a fighting game. What is it?
It's a fighting game.
It's a brawler.
It's
like saying like Naruto and that and Jump Force and stuff are fighting games too. Then if you have to,
they are.
Just not a good one. It's not a good. It's not a good one
they're
at
just
all.
They're just not traditional fighting.
I mean,
games.
it's not a. Because then, if that's the case, anything where you punch somebody and they have a power like health, then it's a fighting game. Which it's not a fighting game.
Or Batman would be an RPG or something like that.
Right. Like, no, it's not a fighting
Jazzy Jefferson said Low Mega. He spelled it with an L. Low Mega for CSA. He said that if Sony puts games on PC, Sony fans would. I don't even want to repeat that. Would do something bad to SIE headquarters.
Oh yeah, that's what we.
I need to say something to all the PlayStation fans here. All you guys that are saying you want to sell your place, you can all donate them to Weapon, but you can donate them to us.
So remember when these guys
I never said
treat
that.
PlayStation fans like little angels? And
I'm a PlayStation fan. I ain't. Nope.
Y'all can donate them all to us. But back to what I think Tick said. If consoles died, the car industry wouldn't survive if you were only selling Porsches. You have to have some kind of low model entry point to gaming.
A PC, I mean, it could be any kind of PC. It doesn't have to just be a Porsche or a.
Do you drive an automatic or a manual transmission?
Automatic.
I have both.
I drive automatic. I don't care what it was. I would never drive a manual. Period.
What? What's wrong with you, man?
I would never drive a manual. That takes work, and that's the exact work that a PC.
So you basically say you won't drive stick at all.
We'll never.
Manual is like so much better than automatic.
But the majority of people do drive automatic. I mean,
exactly.
That would like
that's because that's what a lot of manufacturers make now. Because like the manuals don't really sell as much.
Nobody has to be bothered with changing gears and stuff. Like my
I'm not gonna say anything negative towards you because that's just your prerogative, But I prefer a manual over automatic.
Of course. Look, my one friend, he has a Honda Type R. You know what a Type R?
Yes. Integra Type R.
It's like a goddamn race car.
I have one in my garage.
Oh, nice. Well, he thinks it's fun to drive a manual. He's like, oh, it's fun, blah blah. I don't look at driving a car as fun. I look at it as transportation, A to B.
And I respect your opinion.
And that's how some people look at gaming. No matter how cheap a PC is, they just want a game. They don't want to be finagling with things.
That was a bad analogy, but he right.
Yeah.
But how is a bad analogy?
That's not a bad analogy. I actually agree with that. I feel like PC gaming is like driving a manual.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. It's just like a console. I buy a PlayStation game, I gotta put the daggone cartridge in. I can't even play it off the cartridge anymore like I used to. And I have to sit there and wait like a whole hour for it to install
the cartridge anymore.
An hour?
You can't even play a Switch game off a cartridge anymore.
Exactly. They're becoming more and more like PCs.
No, it's becoming more and more like the evolution.
Yeah, you waiting an hour?
I miss the days of just being
PlayStation got bad download speed.
Yeah, it has really bad download speeds.
Yeah.
I just miss the days of being able to put the disc in and just playing it. Boom, I'm there. Like I don't want to install
play some retro games then.
Like what was the whole issue with Xbox when they announced the DRM back in the day when you had to install your games and all that? Like,
people just needed to see it in action.
Dudes tried to act like PC dudes. That was an issue
because it was having less control over your product and purchases.
What you do anyway.
You still have to install it. You still have to install it.
Anyway.
Wait, but how slow is your internet?
Completely different things.
No, PlayStation's.
It's just PlayStation is slow. It don't matter how fast your speed is. It's
they cap your shit.
Cap speed. Like it has nothing to do with
the bottom line is.
I don't recall waiting for a game over an hour.
Like for instance, if I download a 50 gig game on PlayStation versus my computer will get like in less than 10 minutes. PlayStation will probably take like an hour.
It's a superior machine, and Steam is superior to all these other fuckboy charge you $60 a year services.
Yeah, there's a cap that Sony has. I don't know what Xbox is. I know it's higher than Sony.
We don't have a cap.
Xbox is faster. My 360 didn't take long at all.
Yeah. Tony with 25 said Bond's business comment details the difference between profit and income generated from digital sales on PC. This hurts profit from console, Xbox Live, and PSN, and sales of system non-exclusive. Quite simple. Game Inspection said Nintendo games on PC when either that or emulate.
Yeah.
Speaking of waiting for games, how about the PC gamers say, "Oh, I'll just wait till I can steal it."
Those people are dirtbags.
I do not emulate that Nintendo game.
I do not rep those people, and they are not part. Those are former console players that got on PC. Just saying.
Oh no.
Half the ones I know were console players.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't believe that, because if console gamers are so lazy, if they are so lazy to even like just put together a PC, I don't think they're going through the trouble of pirating.
That's a lie. I'll pull up videos from 2005 of people modding their Xboxes to play
2005.
Yeah, yes. Like, okay, guy.
My homeboy had a mod.
I didn't say that. That was
my homeboy had a modded Xbox.
No, I said guy.
And we was playing Smash on that sucker.
Listen, I don't think.
What about the Switch, where they had to make a new one because people were modding them? And
yeah, but people didn't do that themselves.
They were stealing because console gamers are thieves and terrorists.
But they didn't do that themselves.
Oh my God!
What? Pulled out the Malcolm X.
Jack move calls PC gamers
terrorists. The only person we know that does that in this community is One Night.
Console gamers.
Now and Kofi.
Now I can say I do. I have a large collection of retro games. I have on my arcade cabinet, but so I guess
Kofi
that is pirating in a sense. But
Kofi said he was going to steal Outer Worlds on the system. You just to test it out, then buy it on the PC.
Wow.
Let's take it back further. Remember the Dreamcast? Remember when people used to burn?
I have a lot of burn games on that one too.
Console gamers.
Like, look, they sent me, and yes, they did send me this from Press Start Discord. Listen, Press Start Discord is a terrorist organization. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Press Start Discord is a terrorist organization. These niggas gave me a link in there of a huge library of pirated PC games, just a website. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas is terrorists. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that press card is dark. That's the dark web on Discord, bro. He got to do some cleaning up in there. That place is a dark place.
Regardless of which, console gamers have always stolen games.
Right.
PlayStation 1 bootlegging, PS2
from the store.
Bootlegging, PS2 bootlegging,
you can buy like
Dreamcast bootlegging, Xbox JTagging, bootlegging, 360 bootlegging. Everybody, not just PC gamers, has always stolen games.
Not me.
Game Boy bootlegging, Game Boy Advance bootlegging, DS, we had the R4 DS bootlegging, 3DS bootlegging.
Jack said,
where they burn them from PC.
Yeah, he said, where did they burn the games from PC?
Okay, well then. So then, Jack, where do they make the games from on their PlayStation? Oh wait,
on PC. Ooh.
Man, Jack, if you was on this episode, you might be able to defend yourself.
Boy, I could impersonate him. He'd be like, no, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all motherfuckers ain't heard me. Hold
on. He said, heard me.
Remember last generation when people were like, oh, people don't pirate on PlayStation? People didn't pirate on PlayStation last gen because they couldn't.
PS1, man, I got that shit fucking bootleg.
Yeah, if you could pirate the PlayStation 3 out the gate, they would have.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they pirated
2 and 3 all.
Well, now
PS1 2 both
jailbroke.
Tony Wood said, Cuphead, Ori, Gears, Forza, and Halo. Only Xbox One would have moved. Only on Xbox One would have moved another 15 to 25 million console sales and some new Xbox Live accounts. PC numbers doesn't. Pretty much he's saying those games would have moved some more consoles.
No.
I mean, those are system sellers.
Nobody's running out there to buy no Ori for the Xbox, so let's just keep it real.
Maybe not Ori.
Oh, wow. I said I beat the first one.
Vaughn Red 1 said no consoles means no effort from Nvidia and AMD.
Nvidia doesn't make anything for console besides Switch, so Nvidia's fine, really.
Mr. Heisenberg said consoles and exclusives push the industry forward. The last PC exclusive I remember that pushed the boundaries of the medium was Crysis in 2007.
Oh, lies completely.
I know. I'm like, what are consoles
Lies
doing?
completely.
Hold up, that's a lie.
Doom.
Yeah, I think it is.
Revolutionized gaming, first-person shooters.
He said the last one.
Yeah, he
The
said
last one was Half-Life 2 with the physics.
Crysis still came after that.
Crysis came out after.
He said
Half-Life
since Crysis, which came out in 2007, no
Well,
PC
what-
game
like,
has
To me, what have consoles done to push the market?
Right. They haven't done it.
exclusives have been the games that push the market.
No, but
What have they
what
done?
game that's like that's the game that
Gaming-wise.
like made it like the thing,
Red Dead
you know what I mean?
Redemption.
Breath
What
of
was
the
that? What
Wild.
they do? What was different?
Red
What
Dead
do they do?
Redemption, bro. Are you
Bro,
serious?
It's just Grand Theft Autos with cowboys.
No,
and
no,
Indians.
no, no, no. See, you PC gamers ain't about to do this. You PC gamers are not about to do this at 9:21 p.m.
What did Red Dead do that revolutionized gaming?
You could even say Breath of the Wild was a pretty revolutionary game.
What?
Bro, I don't even like Breath of the Wild, but we keep it real. It's console exclusives that really be pushing.
How would you explain
I
this?
think
I
I
need an
would.
explanation on how. I can
Oh
tell you
my
why
God.
Half-Life 2 did it. I can tell you why Crysis did it. And Doom and
Bro, if
Wolfenstein.
this was
What
earlier in the
did these
podcast, I would sit here and explain to you and link you a whole. I would link you a whole bunch of documentaries on even professionals in the industry talking about how Red Dead pushed the industry forward and all these other
How?
games.
It did nothing
Bro,
different than
God.
GTA.
It's a
It
game
did nothing
based on
different than
heist.
GTA.
That's cap.
It's just to me, it's just Grand Theft Auto, but with
No,
cowboys.
no, that's cap.
It did
It
nothing
is.
new.
If it was Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto wouldn't still be selling like 5 times
Bro,
as much as it did.
It's because it's Grand Theft Auto. People like going around shooting people and killing them randomly and causing destruction.
This is cap.
What?
Cap.
It's the
Okay.
same shit.
No.
Console games are really they haven't done anything.
I'm
really.
not saying it's every console exclusive.
Y'all sound fucking hurt.
They do.
Ain't no PC game doing shit.
I can give you
Like,
one
game ain't
console.
done shit in the last 50 years.
I can
Fuck
give
y'all
you
talking
one-
about?
I can give you.
And why you ain't playing them shits right now?
Huh?
And why aren't you playing them shits right
There's
now?
only one console game that I could say revolutionized gaming, and that was Shenmue.
Just get the fuck out of here, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's the only one
Wow.
I'm giving you.
Wow.
Yeah, move
Wow. Full living world
Wow.
and open world and a detective gameplay, all that.
Look,
time matters.
look. Even with I could say even though Halo has been on the decline lately, you could point out Halo.
Halo came out.
I was about to say Halo, but it was still
not all of them.
it's still
Not all of them.
It still
Not-
was an FPS, but it did put
Like
vehicles
it's
in there.
funny. It's funny you guys say that consoles push the market, but you can't like give an example.
Right,
Okay,
I gave
take
multiple
six
examples.
and
Do
give me
I
a-
really have to explain how Halo
Yes, you do.
how Halo
example.
changed the industry? Do I have to?
Halo
Listen. You PC gamers, y'all no. When it comes to
know that, right?
hold on. When it comes to PC parts, the shit is as simple as putting Legos together. This is what y'all say.
It
But
is.
I gotta sit here and explain to you. But I gotta sit here and
Nowadays.
explain to you how these exclusives change the markets. But y'all can figure out how to put some Legos together. But I gotta explain this.
Bro, I've been around PC since the mid '90s, so like it's easy to me. It's second nature now.
Right, my first time it was difficult. That sounds like sex. First time was difficult, but now I'm better.
Most of the most revolutionary games in gaming did come from consoles.
What?
Like, go
Such
ahead.
as
Mario.
Whether it's
Pac-Man,
Whoa.
Tetris,
What's a computer at that point? But
fighting games, kart races, platformers,
all the big ones
sports games
were on the Commodore 64.
RPGs, third-person shooters.
All the best games were on Commodore 64 though.
Was
revolutionized more too.
was
third-person
survival horror
shooters
or
on
Resident
cover
Evil
of
was that on PC first?
It may have been. I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
Oh wait, Alone in the Dark which was before
Alone in
Resident
the
Evil,
Dark
that's where it
was,
got-
yes.
and it was the
but
first
we're-
survival horror game,
It
which
was the
obviously means
first.
PC.
But that was not game. That was not as
Hey, but
yes,
it came from
Resident
PC. It revolutionized.
Hill.
listen here.
But it revolutionized it, though. It was the
Metal
first.
Trash Solid, Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, Zelda, Tony Hawk, Grand Theft.
GoldenEye.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
because they opened the door to
GoldenEye's
like
an FPS.
multiplayer and
like
first-person
GoldenEye did not
shooters. So
GoldenEye didn't do it. It just
Metal Gear Solid 1 absolutely revolutionized the gaming.
for
only
Halo,
for consoles.
that too.
Only
PC.
Oh my god,
For PC,
Bro, like when that game came out, I was playing heavy on PC. So like the shit I saw on console, like this shit has been out on PC for a while.
Rock Band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll give you Rock Band, but that's dead now.
Super Smash Brothers.
Wii Sports.
For PC, yes, I would give games like Doom, EverQuest, like MMO games, the original Grand Theft Auto, The Sims, the RTS genre, the grand strategy genre. Well, let's not kid ourselves. Consoles didn't do anything.
You just named like so many different genres and named about 3 consoles. So
you got an excuse for everything, don't you?
The PC did the most for gaming. PC did the most. Only thing I'll give console is they saved the game.
They didn't even do that. So Saudi they didn't even do that.
Well, Nintendo didn't save it.
No, because PC gaming never died.
Look. No, I didn't say PC gaming.
There's a whole
console gaming only crashed in North America. It was fine worldwide.
Oh well, Dad, there's
a whole bunch of There's a whole bunch of times in the industry where a game releasing was like people could say like, "Yo, this was a monumental moment in gaming history," and they were of recent time, most of them, if not, are going to be like console games or console exclusives. They're not going to be PC games.
Final Fantasy VII. Here's where you're getting confused. You're confusing revolutionary with innovative.
Well, I'm saying both. Like, you remember the show back in the day, G4 on G4 TV called Icons?
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of it was PC. A lot of PC titles and how they revolutionized gaming. Just
look,
throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them were PC titles on that show. Just saying.
Look. Red Metal. I'm not even about to argue this.
That was balling.
Yeah,
I mean, you can look at the history of Sega through their arcades and their innovative games,
Virtual Fighter, and
just wipe that whole argument of yours out of the.
Didn't they run off a PC hardware in the machines?
No,
I feel like they did.
The Dreamcast did. Well, no,
they ran off their own custom proprietary.
The last super chat said, "Why do y'all care if somebody pirates games?"
Because it's stealing. You're a thief. You're a dirty dirtbag thief.
Question.
I don't like thieves. Even though I stole like
wow.
So
you contradicting yourself.
So here's the thing. When things get stolen, they don't get supported. When things don't get supported, they cease to exist.
Remember that Dragon Quest game you guys all loved last year? I mean, was it last year? 2 years ago. They used to stop bringing those games to the West because you guys didn't buy them.
Thank you. There you go, Blandrew.
Jesus. Yakuza 2. You guys love Yakuza. They stopped bringing those to the West because you guys didn't buy them.
I thought they still bringing them.
Yeah, but there was a cutoff point.
They just started again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Green.
Like all these we want games like Neo Falcom. Like a lot of people want Tales Crossbow. A lot of people want these games earlier, but because these games don't sell immensely, they sell well, but not like immensely. They have to take their time bringing these games over. They have to make safe moves. They can't just bring over all these games they want to right away.
Ponywood25 said Zelda and Odyssey are amazing. I had to get a Switch. If Sony and Microsoft made better games, then people would buy consoles and exclusives. The PC is they daddy.
English. No.
What?
Let me know I ain't gonna argue with you.
Listen, the PC is nothing but a multi-plat machine, okay? The PC is the neighborhood thought platform, okay?
First of all,
everybody has listen, their games belong to the streets, okay?
Hold up, the Packers are
PC. First of all, PC is Hitsville, okay? We're gonna compare it to like back in the day.
Everybody.
It's Hitsville.
It's literally
your start.
Jimmy, PC, you hit that?
PC,
hell yeah.
I hit that too. Who else in this room hit that?
PC is American Idol. All right, you get your start on the PC and you make it big, and then you go everywhere.
Yo, you know what's crazy about the PC? Clearly, the PC is the best platform, but you guys make it sound so bad.
The people that exist.
Yes, we do. I want everybody not to come to PC. PC is horrible. Don't come to it. Stay on the console. I forgot all about that.
Stay over there.
Now. Stay on the console.
What are you talking about?
PC belongs to the streets.
PC is horrible, man. You gotta put this thing together, and it's super hard. You might cut yourself.
If you turn to the Book of Future, chapter 8, verse 5. says future.
Yo, y'all
It says PC belongs to the streets. All right, that's all we need to know.
Yeah, the games don't work half the time. You might get on one day, it's working. Next
They
time,
get so
you get on,
scared,
it
y'all
won't
got
work.
to start paying for online. It's coming, baby. It's coming.
Yeah,
It's coming, baby. It's coming, baby. Subscriptions. They're gonna get y'all with the subscriptions. You already see it. You already see it.
This PC world ain't where it's at, man. Like
Steam gonna
consoles is
start
much
giving away
easier,
free
it's better,
games for
man.
price. You know that. You know it's
That's
coming.
another thing. How come
Yeah.
Epic gives out free games but Steam doesn't?
Yeah,
Steam
man.
does.
Steam need to fix that.
Steam has done it before.
No,
they
not
give
like
out- they give
nobody
out
advertises.
free. They give out free
like,
weekends.
I want like AAA free games. Like they need to do. They only done it a few times for games that was about to get taken off.
Yeah, I only caught a few because I seen it in the subreddit.
Yeah,
Tony with 25 said, "Correction, Mr. BG. PC is Skynet."
it is, yo. Like, yeah.
Are we, just to be clear, we are talking about Skynet from Terminator, right? This is what.
Yeah.
That's where I know it from.
You mean the
yeah.
shit that they tried to destroy? Like, come on,
You
man.
shouldn't even have a PC in your house, bro. Like, it be listening to you when it's off.
Like, why are we acting like Skynet is a good thing?
Console power, bro. Console master race.
Man, let's get out of here. It's 9:30. Let's do these outros.
Yep.
Jimmy.
Yo, J Mega Games. Everybody enjoy your week and happy MLK birthday, even though it passed, but the holidays tomorrow.
Yeah, I take that day off.
Seeing Bad
Man, I
Boys
got
tomorrow.
work.
You
Who
should.
doesn't have
Yeah, 'cause
off
my work
tomorrow?
won't give it to me.
I
that
don't,
day.
man. They made me work, man.
Oh man, they
take
don't
that
they don't
birthday
respect
off.
PC gamers.
What do you work at? A slave factory?
Baby.
Me, I work for a Japanese company, so it's not really recognized.
I work for a bunch of white people, so they don't give a shit.
Shit,
They
you
don't
better
care.
go up to HR and be like, I need a day for my people.
It's because I took
Facts.
off for another day.
They'll give it to me, but like they won't. But that's why I go into the March and stuff. so.
Right. I mean, I get off at 8. I don't care.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna make some money.
Blandrew.
Later.
All right. Contra.
Bye, you guys.
Later.
Jay got
Hey, thanks for having me on, man.
Dick.
Jay got.
Yo, thanks for having me on. And yeah, PC not the wave, dog. Consoles all day still.
Smooth.
Oh, here we go.
Ticket's
Hey,
coming,
don't forget
dog.
the like button.
Just get ready. It's coming, dog.
Nah, G.
It's
Smooth.
coming, dog.
Stay y'all little
Yeah,
play
it's
asses over there.
crazy how you said it's not a revolutionary console games when you ain't ever had Super Nintendo.
Oh man.
I still
sucks.
got mine. I'm looking right at it actually.
Bond, your
I see
outro.
my Sega.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? So we got the Niners in Kansas City. It's gonna be a good matchup. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you're not an anime weirdo, and if you please get yourself a woman. Don't be chasing after Gabby for months. And
Oh man.
Oh,
Who?
what happened to her?
Oh,
man?
that was a cheap shot.
What
Who
was
was
that
that?
about?
Gabby.
That was a-
Gabby is this other chick. That Nev had a crush on, I believe.
Wow. Bond, that
That was
why
a low
would you do
blow.
that,
Why you
Bond?
bring that up?
He hurt, man. Never hurt his feelings, man.
How old are you, Bond?
34,
What
same
is-
as you, for the third time.
I'm 33. I'm 34 next 2 months, chill.
Yeah,
But yo, like, why
but
would you do that? man?
Gabby do be talking to me on IG too.
Oh, he's
Why are
still-
you saying that? Like you trying to get in that man's
Oh,
you
he's
like
still-
trying to hurt that man's feelings.
I'm just messing with him. He's not gonna be mad.
Listen,
He gonna be mad.
It's not. Was Gabby gonna fly over from Canada?
Does it Nev live in Canada?
I don't know.
It said sound like he said a boat, so I feel like he isn't.
What was he expecting? Me to fly over and see Gabby in Canada?
hey,
Probably.
I haven't heard from that chick in a minute.
that might be a scent bone in your body, Bond. I don't know.
Yeah, there ain't no simp for me. 100%.
All right, y'all. We out of here.
Simps can go the same place these anime weirdos go.
Shaq, quit being
Cool,
a
boy.
Yo,
Wow.
we out, y'all. At
fuck the
y'all
Titans.
At y'all next
All right.
week.
Later.
Peace.
Bye.